We have audio. We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bonus Roll 2020 edition. I finally caught up. I was only 2 weeks behind.
Hello.
Hi. Oh,
Hello,
wow.
all you
It has been a week, hasn't it? Hello, Meryl. Okay.
Hi, folks. It has been a week indeed.
It has. It has so much. So, Hey, Equilibrium, how you doing, my man? Sorry, I'm making assumptions there, but how are you doing, Equilibrium? So, let's see here now. I guess I should get into the announcements, right? That's what we do. We do announcements. Alright.
And other things, but sure.
So, first announcement, we are going to be having a episode of GM's Brew next week. It's going to be me working on the Familiar Folio again, because I really like this project. Speaking of bookshelves. Okay.
I'm just adjusting my lighting a little bit.
No worries. Okay, so let's see here. GM's Brew. Friday, next week, I will be working on familiar-based spells, which I am honestly drawing a bit of a blank on. So, that should be interesting.
So we need more people in the chat room for that, is what you're saying.
Always. Honestly, we need to start getting like 75 people in the chat room on average.
A little less washed out.
Let's worry about that later.
I worry about everything constantly.
We need a webpage.
Maybe.
Like, not just the wiki, like a real webpage. That would help.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but, I mean, we're both all pretty busy. I mean, even Tux is busy.
What do you mean even?
Yeah. Wait, even? Also?
Okay.
Odd Tux is busy.
Tux
Seems like there
is
was a
busy
backhand.
as well.
I do like that I had an interview on Friday with Demage. And he is apparently watching the show while he is unable to attend. And he said so far the only person that's done something that he has a major issue with is Fair Deer.
Oh.
Yeah. It may have. Then he said something about not following plans and unnecessary improvision.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Luckily, he
To
seems
be
to have forgotten that Ingrid told him no on a command.
Okay. On the one hand, now everybody's dead and everything's on fire. On the other hand, that was the original plan.
I was about to say, which is what y'all were supposed to do.
Okay, to be fair, I thought that I would just get kicked out of the backstage area
what they
and
were
not
trying to do.
immediate contact.
Yeah, that's what they were
That's
trying
what
to
they
do
were trying to
until someone got set on fire, and then things spiraled.
But we didn't
Very
start
much
the
spiral. We kind
No,
of
you
started
did.
the fire.
It wasn't a we.
We started several fires.
No one else has to know that.
In all fairness, the fire has always been
disguise
burning.
started several fires.
Okay.
I mean, Anna's guilty of starting fires.
Okay. So, let me get through the rest of my announcements. This background music that is super tense and, like, worrisome is by Sirenscape. Thank you, Sirenscape. I don't remember if I said that. Thank you, Sirenscape last time, so let me say it twice. This time. Sirenscape. It's a good tool.
Yes.
Okay, everyone remember your code names. We have Rail, Mavana, Sapphire, Tom and Spot, Anna and Whiskers. I just had to laugh at
Rail's
the no
code
code
name
names
is-
for y'all. Yeah. And, Mavana didn't pick a code name either.
In all fairness, she didn't get told she needed a code name. She was not given a lot of information going into this.
Luckily, we haven't used her name in here yet.
This is
so.
true, but she
I
definitely.
don't think we know her name and character.
Yeah,
Just some random person just showed up.
we were there when she took off her helmet and introduced herself.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So,
My bad. It's been a week.
in
I'd
partner-
probably just call her Night. Sorry.
So, another announcement that I did not get to talk about a few seconds ago. We are in the process of working on a one-shot crossover with Out of Service by Blinds Media. I will be DMing a Shadowrun Anarchy game with Julian and Jacob from Blinds, as well as Zizva, and one of our one-shotters who I do not know the handle of just yet. I like that codename. Equilibrium's codename is codename, everyone.
Nice.
Okay.
That's an excellent code.
So, really, is that all my announcements? I normally have more, don't I?
Sirenscape, did you do that one?
Yeah, I did
Yes.
Sirenscape. I guess just the standard, hey, if you're watching this on Twitch, like, subscribe. If you really like it, feel free to sub, but don't feel pressured or anything like that. If you're watching this on YouTube, oh good, I finally got over the block and I'm getting stuff uploaded again. But please like, subscribe, comment, and like. If this is on podcast in the future, oh thank God I finally figured out what was wrong, and I've started uploading podcasts. Please review or spread word of this to anyone. Seriously, like grab a person on the street, yeah, that guy right next to you. Grab them, say, you gotta listen to this. Good job. Okay, so we last left off. You guys had basically destroyed a nightclub. Killed several people. Do y'all need the map to know roughly where y'all were?
I was almost down to the office. I know that.
Okay, I'm gonna pull
Yeah.
the
It
map.
wouldn't hurt to have the map just to be safe.
I'm gonna pull the map
I
up.
think we could kind of abstract it if we're not in combat.
Y'all are not in combat.
Okay.
Not yet.
But the place
Oh,
is
I
on
forgot my
fire.
timer. I'm gonna have to just use a digital timer.
Okay,
Oh.
office. Check it. Grab things.
Okay, so who's going into the office?
I was headed there.
Oh, well.
Okay, so Ingrid, as you run into the office, you hear like like at the door, you hear this kind of scraping, banging sound.
Throwing the door open anyway.
Okay, you open the door and dash in. Looking to the side towards the sound, you see one of the little monkey demons with like a rock and a chisel, just kind of trying to wedge open a fairly large chest in the in the corner of the room. So, oh hey, Shu! Hi! Don't mind me.
Is it that one?
It's Tippletop, yes.
Yay! I get to kidnap after all. Okay, so is the chest like less than like? Can I get it in the bag? Just
it
throw
is-
it in the bag.
It's 10 feet long and
Oh.
3 feet tall.
Has a big. Okay.
Do you think
I'm
anything
I'm
would be
following
damaged
you
by
behind.
shooting this chest, Tippletop?
Okay, give me that one more time.
Do you think anything would be damaged by me shooting this chest, Tippletop? And she's like holding her hand out.
Ingrid.
maybe?
Ingrid.
Uh huh.
Anna,
Could I try the subtle path, please?
Okay, don't hurt Tippletop.
Yeah, don't hurt me. And he kind of like drops the rock and chisel and scurries off to the corner.
Okay. I'd like to try to open up the chest.
Okay, how you open it? You just-
Picklock.
Okay, you have thieves' tools?
If I don't, then I should.
I
Okay,
do.
Is that a starting
so,
item for?
I believe so.
I believe so, yeah, since you took the first level in Rogue.
All right. So, how do I do this? Do I
Roll 1d20, add your dexterity and your proficiency if you're proficient. If you're not, then just add your dexterity.
it's a-
I am proficient with thieves' tools.
I would like to assist since I'm right
Okay.
there.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Okay.
You're right next to him. Go ahead and move y'all's tokens, please.
First, check for traps.
Okay, go
Aw,
ahead and
okay.
make an investigation roll.
Whoop, I accidentally moved myself.
Stop dancing, you
There
two.
we go.
Okay, Ingrid, can you assist on the investigation?
Sure.
Okay, and I'm going to cast guidance on myself because this is what the spell is made for. So, first roll for investigation. That's a 10. Second roll. Natural 20.
Natural 20? Nice. Okay, so you stop for a moment, inspect it. You notice a small latch on the inside of the keyhole that makes you think that there is a trap.
Okay. What do I need to do to disarm this trap? Hopefully without spray.
You found it. There's a small latch. There's two things you can do. You can either try and avoid it, or you can try and trigger it.
Avoid it?
I'm going. The big question is this the kind of trap that will that'll damage whoever is opening the type of trap that'll damage whatever's inside the chest?
What would
Either
Arachne
Either way,
tell
do?
avoiding it could be a good method.
Yeah.
Or
let's
disarming it.
Well, can I attempt to disarm?
Yes, sure.
Or
Make
can I
a
ju-
sleight of
it-
hand check.
Okay. Alright,
Guidance.
casting guidance again. Okay. While the place burns down.
And the
Well,
pop-
I mean, we spent 6 seconds so far checking out the chest, so
Ingrid, were you assisting on that? Or...
yeah.
Okay. Good, that's a much better roll. That is 20 plus 25. No, 23. 20. Wait, no. With proficiency.
yeah.
25. So,
Generally, I will ask you to declare assisting before the first roll.
right.
I thought I was just helping him with it
It's
because
fine.
I was helping with the trap.
It's fine.
Okay.
25, you're disarming it. You look at it, you're not quite sure whether, the key is designed to, press the lever when it's inserted or to avoid pressing it. So you kind of just take the thieves' tools, reach around, and just disable the lever. And you seem to have disabled the trap.
Okay. Let's get this sucker open. Ingrid, here's hoping this goes.
Still helping. I got these tools, so I'm helping.
So y'all are both working on it at the same time.
Yeah. She's just helping me keep my hands steady.
It's
And then she whispers really close, Anna, remember.
There's a lot in common between Anna. Sorry, there's a lot in common between surgery. In both cases, if you screw it up, your patient may explode.
yes.
I mean, okay. I don't know that much about surgery. That could check.
Not so.
Surgery.
11 plus 4 is 15.
Did you roll both?
Yeah, so it's 15 plus 5. 20. Non-natural.
Non-natural turn. Okay, dirty 20. You having disabled the lock, the trap. You poke around in the lock. You find the tumblers and the pins, and you carefully move them while Ingrid kind of nudges you every now and then to help somehow. And after about maybe 20 seconds of fiddling with it, you hear that last little click as the tumbler turns, and the chest lifts up slightly.
I study the mirrors and listen
Hey.
for clicks.
Okay. I'm going to step off to the side and use the tip of my cane to lever the chest open.
Okay,
Just in case.
so as you lift it
I will
up,
stand there.
as you lift up the chest, you see on the inside of the lid there's a kind of brass-colored canister attached to it. with like bolts, with a tube leading down towards like where the upper part of the keyhole is. In the bottom of the chest, you see just a huge number of what looks like gold coins mixed with silver, until you realize that the silver coins have more of a purplish blue tint, and realize that it's platinum. There's also a number of little figurines in there, a very fancy looking mug, a semi-nude statuette of a female demon, a large, org size gold bracelet, and a number of little potion shots, as well as a singular globe, a wand, a bottle of apple oak red berry wine with gold filigree around it, and a kind of a pair of glasses.
Unless anyone tells Ingrid not to, she's just sticking the satchel in there.
Wait, I'm gonna grab those glasses.
Okay. The satchel.
And she's gonna have the satchel help her lick it in.
The satchel makes sounds as it just almost chugs down stuff.
Is the little imp still there?
He's kind of back in the corner watching you longingly.
I throw a few coins at him and I say, "Do you want to come out of here with us, Tibbletop?"
He's grabbing them. Yes, sure, okay, yeah, sure thing, hot stuff.
We respect in the second side agency, we respect ambition.
Sure, respect. Yeah, that works. She's nervously.
Right, let's get this.
Okay, so it'll take you 2 minutes to get everything in here.
Yeah. What's everyone else doing?
That's a good
Someone
question.
Be a watch outside. Someone be a watch outside. Hey, Fairdeer. Point outside for people coming up on us, and make sure that ticket guy got out through the kitchen.
Oh,
I'm just at the door.
Right, this place only has one.
All right, make a perception check for me, Fairdeer.
I forgot that. Getting out of here is going to be interesting.
That would be a 16.
Okay.
Are you helping outside, Opal, or what are you up to?
I'll be looking around for possible exits.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a investigation roll, Opal. Fairdeer, you said you rolled a 16.
Mm-hmm.
We did open the roof up a bit.
You see about maybe 100 yards down the road, a Boros Knight, as well as 4 Ozorius arresters are interviewing people on the streets and working their way towards the club.
I'm probably going to say on the Spy's Murmur, hurry it up, guys. If there's you wouldn't call them cops, but
Fuzz,
Ozorius arresters
the 5-0.
coming to the scene.
It's a fuzz. Cheese it.
How far are we on the collection at that point? I've tried to go for the objects first and the platinum.
You've got
as
the
much as
objects.
possible, but-
The platinum and the gold is mixed together. You have the thing helping you, which is basically just means it's gulping stuff down.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's going to take a good 30 more seconds or so to get everything.
Okay.
You scouting us an alternate way, Opal?
I need
Through
to know
the
what Opal
destroyed
rolled.
roof?
18.
18. Looking around, you see the hole in the roof that Ingrid blasted, and you see a stairway leading down that you know goes to the subterranean VIP chambers.
Do we want to skip the rest of the stuff and just get out of there, or do we want to spend that 5 extra rounds?
Um,
We've got 3/4 of the stuff, including the big objects.
If all that's left is the coins,
yeah,
I think that's fine.
Okay, if we've got a lot of the coins and we've got all the objects, then we're gonna grab Tibbletop and get out of there.
Okay. He like as you grab him, like
Can we put people
Azorius
through this
Adoras.
bag?
Through the what? Oh, through the bag?
Can we put people through this?
Theoretically, but they don't breathe very well. If you want to stay loading up and then try to head out, but that's going to be tricky.
It's basically a bag of holding with a larger space.
Okay,
I think we just need to get out.
Yeah, we're getting out of there.
Okay.
We'll leave the last of the coins.
All right, y'all got about a good half of the coins. I'm going to transition y'all then.
Okay.
And as y'all exit, I need y'all, everyone, Mavana and Tibbletop and Kay included, to roll stealth.
I don't know Tibbletop's stats.
I will roll
but
it.
He rolled a 17.
17?
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the numbers.
I'm going to start preparing Pass Without Trace. Because dang, y'all.
Okay.
I got a 15.
15. Tibbletop got a 20. Thanks to your 17. Okay. Let's go down the list now.
21.
21. Opal?
22.
22. Okay, Mavana. That is a 16. Okay. So, let me roll their perceptions then. Oh. Okay.
Oh dear. Did they roll high?
I have rolled at least one natural 20.
Oh dear.
Fortunately, skill check, and that's another natural 20. Okay, never mind.
They were all in disguise.
It's like, let's see here now. That would be... So as y'all are kind of sneaking out, you feel like no one's noticed you until you hear, like, someone shout from the distance, "You there! Stop!"
Run for it.
Y'all are running for it?
Yeah, I think run and then look at a place to duck and pull off our costume.
Woo! It is a chase! Okay, since y'all have never done a chase before, everyone rolls initiative.
Okay.
So let me set this stuff up, and don't report yours, let me ask for it. Don't report yours, let me ask for it. Don't report yours, let me ask for it. Work, Pin.
Okay, do I have a moment to cast Enhance Ability on myself?
How long does it take?
One action.
We'll cover that in the chase rolls. Because you will be able to, you get something resembling your normal actions.
Okay.
15,
So initiative.
13.
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1. Okay, did anyone roll higher than a 20?
21.
23.
Okay, so Ingrid. And I'm assuming Watcher is just
If we
clinging to you?
survive this.
Whiskers.
Oh, yeah.
If we survive this, I'm preparing Cast Without Trace.
Okay.
Pass Without Trace.
So, that is... The knight has... 16. Okay, no one else had higher than a 20? Okay, did anyone have from a 15 to a 20? Okay, Faradir, what you have?
17.
17? And K is just
Is
acting...
K the same?
K is acting
Yeah.
after you. Okay. Did anyone have from a 10 to a 15? Did anyone have from a 5 to a 10? Okay, 1 second.
I'm not sure you have time to do that spell for abilities.
Okay, did anyone have from a 1 to a 5? 4? Okay, rail.
4.
Okay. Just to confirm, Ingrid, you are carrying Watcher and Tibbletop?
Tabletop did his own stealth check, so I thought he was...
Okay, so y'all are having him run with y'all then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is not bad for Mavana. Okay, and then those 2 soldiers are on the same one. Okay, so currently y'all have a 40-foot distance between you, the knights, and the soldiers. Okay? Everyone on your initiative pass you get 1 action and 1 move. You can dash a number of times equal to 3 plus your Constitution modifier. Every dash past that will require a Constitution check, or you will gain a level of exhaustion. If you hit 5 levels of exhaustion, you're out, because your speed drops to 0 at that point. These levels of exhaustion will disappear when you finish a short or a long rest. Okay? There are a few other rules, but we will cover them as we go. Ingrid, you and Watcher are first up.
I thought Opal was.
Oh, right. Sorry, I wrote y'all backwards. Sorry. Opal, then Ingrid. Okay, Opal, you are up first. Yep. What you doing?
I guess right now I'll just keep running for it.
Okay, you going
dash action too?
You going to use your dash as well? Okay. So that puts you 60 feet ahead. So you're 100 feet between you and them. Roll me a d20 first. And you're just running down the street, right? Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Natural 20? Okay, that's good to know. You're just running straight ahead. There is a bit of a crowd, though, so go ahead and make me a stealth check.
$16.
16? Alright. That's 1 success towards losing them. Alright, Ingrid, you're up.
Since she doesn't have a spy's murmur, I'm going to follow and use a dash action to follow Opal. And I like to just message them on just like a hit to both of them.
Mm-hmm.
As like maybe a bonus action or whatever. Or split off so we don't all get caught. I'm with Opal.
Scatter. Okay. Make me a roll me a d20, please.
Okay, that went on my lap. That was not 19.
19. Okay, good to know. And then make a dexterity stealth check.
$14.
14. Okay.
And that's one of my dashes, so I have 5 remaining.
Okay. Let's see here. Opal, Ingrid, Mavana is going to... Let's see. She's going to head off down a side alley. Since she doesn't have a thing. She wouldn't have heard you shout. She's going to hold... Yeah, she's going to stay there until she knows what direction Rail is going. That could be a bad idea, but... She needs his protection.
Yeah, her going before him is not great in this scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, so Soldier and Soldier 1 and Soldier 2 move their normal speed for the first round to get up to 10 feet away from y'all. They're not dashing yet, because y'all just got out and y'all just started running. They're building it up. Fairdeer and Kay, you are up.
Dash into a side alley. Different side.
Okay, so
yeah.
So you're scattering.
So you
Yeah.
I go dashing.
Scatter. Best way to.
Okay.
Are there more of us than there are of them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, technically with Mavana and Tibbletop. Okay. Roll me a d20 as you dash down an alleyway.
No mod. 18.
18. Okay. Make me a stealth stealth check.
That would be.
Oh, you have advantage on that one.
Oh. Yeah, still 22.
22. Okay. You duck into the alleyway, see a pair of a couple crates, and immediately hide behind them. You can hear the guards running past a few seconds later. Fairdeer and Kay are officially out of the chase. Okay. Knight moves at his speed. That doesn't change that. That doesn't. Soldiers. Okay. Rail, it's your go.
Okay. So, how many of them are there chasing us? And, like, how are we at this point?
Okay.
It's me, Mavana.
Mavana is standing next to you. She didn't run off. She wanted to make sure that she stayed at least close to you. Opal, Ingrid, and Tibbletop raced down the streetway. And Fairdeer and Kay ducked into an alleyway, and you have no idea where they disappeared to.
Okay, and how many guards am I looking at?
4 soldiers, 1 knight.
There's one. Just one of them is still there?
No, there's 4 soldiers.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
4 soldiers, 1
Yeah, you
knight.
cut out for a second.
Yeah. So there's 5 of them
Okay,
total.
so I'm going to cast. You know what? I'm going to upcast command
Okay.
at level
At what level?
3rd level.
How many does that target again?
That targets looks like 3 people. No. Yeah, 3 people.
Okay. Which ones are you?
So the knight and a couple of the soldiers.
Okay. Let's see here now. They make wisdom saving throws. What's the difficulty?
15.
That's a 1, a 5, and an 11. So all 3 of them fail.
Okay. Command word.
What?
Flee.
Sleep? You're cutting off like at the very...
No. Flee.
Flee. Okay.
Sorry. FLE.
Okay.
Yep. On the knight, and that was 2 of the soldiers, and then I'm gonna.
That will remove them because they'll be really far behind. That used your action, so you're just moving at full speed. Ivana uses her held action to move with you. You still have 2 soldiers behind y'all, though. But y'all are back up to about a 40 distance between y'all and them.
Okay.
Okay.
Flee should put them at least a dash away from me.
Yeah, significant. Like, yeah. I think it lasts for a full minute, doesn't it?
It is one. So basically, their next action has to be whatever I did.
Okay.
It's only a 1st level spell.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the top. Opal and Ingrid, you're up. Opal first.
How far does the crowd go? Like, is it...
There's a lot of people that have kind of gathered around and are, like, watching the spectacle of the Rakdos Club burn and be destroyed.
Okay. Is there anything I can duck behind?
Yeah.
Or like
what are you wanting to duck behind?
just anything I can try and duck behind?
Well, y'all are near like a main street. There's been some rebuilding, so there's like a lot of pallets and crates and construction supplies. So there's plenty of stuff to duck behind.
Okay. Probably try and aim for some crates.
Okay. So you're going to use your dash your movement, and then you're going to try and use your action to hide. Go ahead and make me a d20 roll real quick.
Okay. 15.
15? Okay. Make me a stealth check as you try and hide.
16.
16? That is 2, and Opal has successfully shaken her pursuers. Ingrid, you and Tibbletop?
I was actually watching her to follow her so we could stay in communication.
Okay.
So I'd like to go near where she is so I don't give her away.
Mm-hmm.
And then do an illusion at like the mouth of where we ducked in, a minor illusion, to make it look like it's just rubble and abandoned.
Okay. Make me a d20 roll first.
Oh, lost mine again. I do need a tray for this desk. 12.
12?
This is
Okay.
why I have a box.
No
And
complications.
normally I do, but I moved the stuff today.
Make a deception roll for me, please.
That'd be 24.
24? Okay. And that will remove Ingrid from combat as guards rush past her illusionary hiding space and Opal's hiding space. Mavana is holding her action to dash so that she can keep pace with Rail. Soldier 1, Soldier 2 move their full thing. They're starting to ramp up their speed, so there's only 10 feet difference between you and the guards now, Rail. There's 2 left.
Okay.
And the other guards will shake off their command at the end of this turn.
Yeah. Debating if I should do the same thing. There's 2 left?
There's 2
So you know
soldiers left.
Well, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself. You said if we want to take multiple dash actions, that's Constitution.
It's your Constitution modifier. 3 plus your Constitution modifier.
You haven't taken
Okay.
any yet,
Would-
so you still have 3.
Would Bear's Endurance give me advantage on those?
You don't need to make Constitution checks until you burn through the ones that you have. Like, if you have, say, +2 Constitution, you can dash 5 times before you start needing to make difficulty checks.
Okay, so I'll just dash this turn.
Okay.
So simple.
So now that she sees which direction you're really running, so you're going to move 60. That'll put you 70 feet away from the guards. Ivana triggers. She will go 30 feet, which puts her 40. So she's falling behind you.
Uh-oh. That's no good.
Because she didn't know which way you were running. She didn't know to scatter. No one told her anything.
Yeah, shoot, she doesn't have
A murmur.
what's it called? Spice
But
Murmur.
next time she can use movement and then her held action to, so she's not going to fall more behind necessarily.
Now that she sees which way way Rail is running, she can run in that
You know what?
direction too.
I'm going to shout at her in Draconic. Do you speak Draconic?
She just looks at you confused.
Hmm?
No, she doesn't
I'm
speak
going to
Draconic.
shout at Maeve.
Yeah, she doesn't speak Draconic.
Oh, she looks confused. Okay. Alright, well, that's one. That's the end of...
Okay,
Dang.
so
Do not want her to get arrested.
So Mavana's turn. She sees which way she's going. She's going to take her full movement and her dash action. So that puts her 100 feet away from the guards. Soldiers move. They're dashing. So you fall 10 feet away from the guards now. Mavana is 40 feet from them. And it's back to Rail's turn.
Okay, they're 10 feet.
They're 10 feet behind you. Like, they're keeping pace with you.
All right.
Actually, can I be doing something? Can I be unsuiting my pseudo dragon to send him up to reconnaissance?
Yeah, that's fine. They'll take you around to strip Watcher out of the costume.
Okay. I am going to cast Suggestion.
Okay.
On one of the two soldiers behind. I'm going to say, your friend next to you is a criminal, and you should arrest them.
That's a 15. What's your difficulty check?
15.
That meets it. Sorry.
Damn. Okay.
And
Then I'm just going to spend the rest of my action run.
Okay. So it's
yep.
40 feet.
Run it is.
Roll a d20 for me, please.
Okay, they're gonna catch up with me, aren't they?
At least you're right back where Mavana is, so y'all are at the same spot.
That is a natural 20.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Y'all are doing really good on these obstacles. Alright, so back to Mavana. She sees where they are getting close to you. Let's see here. Let me check her stat block real quick, because she would do something if she needed to, but I want to make sure that she can do it. Come on. Oh, I need a second computer. D&D Beyond is so slow when I'm running my streaming thing.
Oh.
Okay. Does she have it? Yes, she does. Okay. Nope, that's too long. It would take too long to summon that. Nope. Let me check her features and traits. Nope, nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. See, she's a combat monster. She ain't a sprinter. She's got one. Yeah. Nope, she can't do anything else. She's going to keep running. So she's back 100 feet.
She's now still ahead of me.
Yeah. Y'all are about keeping pace with each other. She avoids any obstacles. Soldiers are up. Soldiers avoid obstacles. They move up another. Oh. You dashed on your last turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot to update that. I was like, wait, did they just catch up? No, nope, I just forgot to update it. 40. 40. We keep oscillating from 100s to 40s. Alright, Rail, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to... Damn it. Risky as hell, but it worked before. Upcast command again.
Okay.
3!
That is a 13 and an 8.
Yes! Okay.
And then you move 30 feet?
Then I move 8. Am I close enough to yell to Mavana, hopefully without being over...
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Alright. I'm just saying, alley after the next one.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Mavana, hearing your instructions. Okay, so let's see here now. She will take the run, duck into the alley. Check for complications. Oh, that is a 2. Let's see here now.
Uh-oh.
Since we passed on my turn, Watcher started flying up and kind of taking reconnaissance of the area.
Let's see here. That is, she needs to make a strength, athletics, or dexterity check to keep from being blocked. Okay, so you see Mavana, she turns around and there's like a crowd gathered in the alley. Not sure what they're doing for. You see like a couple of them throwing dice. That's yeah, she beats that 14. She just like slams into one, pushes them against the wall, and just bulldozes past them. So let's make her stealth check to see if she can hide. Stealth is not her strong suit, though. That is an 8. That is not going to be good enough for her. One of the guards sees her ducking into the alleyway because she just body slammed some dude into it.
Okay. Right. I have a terrible idea. But when we get to my turn.
They are fleeing, so y'all have a good round. Okay, your turn again.
Rail's turn. I'm going to duck into the alley.
Okay.
And I've got like a little bit ahead of them, right?
They run back 60 feet.
A little bit of distance before them.
Like, you are 130 feet ahead of them right now.
See, I'm going to duck into the alley, and I'm going to disguise myself as a leper.
Okay, make a...
Sorry, disguise myself as a leper. Okay. The spell disguise.
Yeah. First, roll a d20 for complications.
Okay. So I won't mark off the spell. Alright, I roll a d20.
Yes.
Oh, that's not good. What do I add to it?
Nothing. It's just a flat d20.
That's a 2.
2? The same crowd that like, Mavana ran through has, like people stood up and was like, what the hell was that about? So you need to make either a strength or an acrobatics check, or this path is blocked off.
Okay, I'm going to make an acrobatics check. Shoot. Wish me luck.
Okay.
That is a 16.
16? You just kind of like, excuse me, and work your way through the crowd real quick. Casting disguise self on yourself. Make a deception check.
Alright. Hang on, mark off the spell. Deception check.
And while Watcher's been doing aerial, I've been taking my disguise off.
21?
A non-natural 20.
Okay, a dirty 20. Between them running and y'all going down the aisleway and the crowd into the disguise, I'm going to say that y'all have lost your tail at this point.
Whew.
So y'all have scattered to the corners of the area, but y'all have avoided being arrested or detained or questioned or whatever the police officers may have wanted.
Hey, Opal, come check and make sure I got all of my disguise off. I'll check you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to meet back up with Mavana and... Oh, well, I can talk with... Shoot, did anybody get separated without a spy?
You and Mavana are together. Ingrid and Opal are together. Oh, Ferdier and Kay are together. Tibbletop is, like, just clinging on to Ingrid's lower backside.
Aww.
There's some face rubbing.
So Tibbletop, you've seen my alternate look.
Yeah, whatever. Thanks for the ride.
And just, like, start...
Mavana is kind of like...
Rail is going to just start begging.
Because running in full plate is exhausting.
Okay. I wish I could disguise Nirvana more easily.
She did
I mean,
change
you
the
don't
way
know
her
you
armor
can't.
looked.
Oh. Okay, so over the spy's murmur, right?
Mhm.
Is everyone all right? Did we all lose them? Did anyone get separated?
Check in for Ingrid, Opal, and Tibbletop. And pseudo dragons up in the sky.
You get an aerial image of just a smiley face superimposed over the city.
Oh dear. All right.
Okay, Faraday, you're good.
Okay. All right. Can we all make our way back to the agency, to the bathhouse? Were we still in the bathhouse, or had we gone back to the agent?
The agency got
Bathhouse.
smashed by a giant boar.
Anyone might want to
Right.
disguise
Bathhouse
undisguised
it
if we're going to the bathhouse.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
Rail should probably keep disguised.
let's head back separate.
he's doing a
Late.
disguise. I just mean our disguises that we're seen at the club. You know, we should not be in those. So if I head back
Alright.
separately, I'm heading back with Opal and asking Tibbletop if he wants to leave here with his coins or sign up for the other go sign up for the other Rakdos group, or what his plans are.
No, I'll figure something out, but I'm good right now.
Bye.
No, he's literally just clinging onto your lower back.
He's
Okay,
clinging.
good. He's going back to the bathhouse then.
I'm like, okay.
Okay.
As y'all try to nonchalantly enter the bathhouse, make me a deception
Under my
roll,
cloak.
both of y'all. Just Ingrid and Opal right now, Faraday.
Teen.
14.
14? Okay. No one seems to really notice that y'all are paying any attention. Alright, so Ingrid and Opal have returned to the bathhouse. Who's next?
Alright. I guess rail with Mavan.
Okay.
Unless you want to go.
It's fine.
Okay. Alright, so what do I
Well, how are you approaching the
do I roll
bathhouse?
anything?
Are you approaching it in disguise as a leper with Mavana in tow?
I was thinking, so we're still in the crowd. Can I just I have where was it? I have a set of vestments on me.
Yes.
Can I just
Put
give
those
them
on.
give them to Ivana? I don't know if it would fit. Yeah,
She looks
but
at
yeah,
them, looks at you,
because she's
and touches her breastplate, and it shimmers a little, and it looks it still looks like armor,
right.
but it looks like it's a piece of armor with a holy tabard over it now.
Right.
So,
Right, because I forgot she can do that. That is extremely useful.
yes.
Alright, so I'm going to... I'm going to wait until we are out of the alleyway. And then I'm just going to... I am a priest. I am going to just head like a regular person. Because why would a priest be hiding from any...
So
This is-
yeah,
vestments for you.
once we're out of that crowd and such, just kind of stroll back to the agent.
It's a very appropriate
With,
look for you, Master Corvino.
Don't get too used to it. But
I'm sure. Roll deception.
Alright. That is a 14.
Okay. You notice a few people looking at you and Mavana as y'all enter, but no one seems to call anything out. But you were definitely noticed entering the bathhouse.
Oh yeah, as long as we weren't noticed leaving the scene of the crime.
Alright, Fairdeer, you and Kay. Are y'all going wandering around?
You know what? Yeah.
I was being facetious, but okay.
Yeah, I'm not heading straight for the bathhouse. I'm gonna walk around nonchalantly.
Make a nonchalant check for
out of
me.
disguise. Okay.
Did you say
that's good because I get a
out of
plus 10 to
disguise?
chalant checks. No. I wondered why I took that feat.
And you're out of disguise, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of acting normal and just kind of not going straight for the back house, just kind of taking a stroll.
Just a tentacle monster and his goo dog going for a walk.
Mm-hmm. And Ravnica.
Alright, go ahead and make your deception roll.
$15.
15? Alright. No one really seems to well, I mean, you're used to some level of people noticing you, but, like, none of the attention seems to be any worse than the, oh my god, it's a monster run that you're used to.
Yeah. Can I make a perception check for anybody tailing me?
Sure thing.
That's a 10.
10? That's a natural one. You look around and you notice a Slavette, almost elven figure in a brown hooded cloak, watching you from the corner. As you turn to go, you notice that they start following you, walking with a heavy limp on their left side.
What kind of check is it to lose them? Like a stealth check?
Are you trying to lose them stealthily, or are you trying to just outpace them?
Stealthily.
Okay, then it's just a stealth roll.
Okay, that's gonna be a 22.
And for K?
A 19?
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, no. You easily lose the figure down an alleyway.
Okay. How is he reacting? Like, do I still have sight on him? Or I say him. I'm assuming gender. But
if you look, you will risk getting noticed again.
Okay.
Right now, you have a broken line of sight between you and them.
Okay. I'm gonna stay put for a second. I guess another perception check.
Okay, go ahead.
That would be a 24 with a natural 20.
After a little bit of time, you see the figure in the brown robe kind of limp by. It's late at night. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay. It's late at night. You see it just barely through the edge of the hood. It's a female elf with very short brown hair. As she limps by and continues down the street looking around like she's trying to find you again.
Insight?
Okay.
Like, that would be determined motivation, right?
Yes.
Okay. 18?
They look both surprised and concerned.
Okay. I guess my question is if I can figure out their intent, like, are they searching like a way like an organized person would? If
No.
that kind of makes sense. Okay.
You get the impression, because you rolled a natural 20, right? Or was that 19?
Yeah.
Okay. You get the impression that they spotted you, were surprised, and were following you, and then you lost them.
Okay.
And now they're like, where did he go? Did I just imagine this?
Ah. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill for a bit.
Okay. About maybe 5-10 minutes, the figure doesn't cross the alleyway again.
At some point, I'm like, are you arrested? How you doing, fair dear?
You don't hear anything because you are more than a mile away.
I'm gonna make my way to the bathhouse.
Alrighty. Are you trying to stealth in or like look nonchalant as you go in or anything like that?
Probably have to be stealth.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Okay, that's gonna be 9 or 20.
It's late at night. There's not a lot of people that go into the bathhouse after dark, and at this point you're getting close to midnight-ish. It was already pretty late when y'all first went to the club. So it's really less sneak in and more kind of stealth up to the door, look around, knock on the door. Rio, the girl that, acts as the attendant, opens it. She's like in like a silk sleeping gown. She's like, well, can I help you?
I'm just
and
gonna.
then she opens the door and like steps to the side because people have been waking her up for the past hour to get in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nod, hand her a gold,
And she
and just make my way up.
looks at her silk nightgown that she has no pockets on and just holds onto the gold and closes it behind the door behind you. And you have all returned. I assume y'all reconvene in the room once Rail returns?
Can I do a perception check through the window, the openings, I guess, because
There are windows,
it's not
yes.
so much windows as open hole. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's
I
one.
mean, Ingrid pulled out adventuring gear and made it look like her and Opal were doing an inventory or something. So if anyone came in, it looked like they've been there a while.
So, I mean, while I'm on like the first floor,
Yeah.
just kind of looking,
Go ahead and make a
make sure
perception
there's
roll.
no. Okay. That's going to be a 23.
You don't see anything.
Yes.
It's about midnight. You look outside. There's like 4 goblins running up and down the street with torches. Like literally, they're holding torches. They run up the street, and then like maybe a minute later, they run back the other way, and they do that about like 5 or 6 times before you like. I don't know what's going on out here.
Okay, I'm going to ease my way up the stairs.
Okay. So, what is everyone doing as Tux enters the room?
I've been doing fake inventory, so it looks like we've been busy for a while, and I have stuff in stacks and a paper in hand.
I like fake inventory as opposed to real inventory.
Well, I mean, I had a real inventory. I'm a hoards person. I'm just pretending I didn't have an inventory so that we need to take inventory.
Okay.
I'm juggling said fake inventory.
Okay,
Just the non-flammables. I remove anything flammable from your hand as you take it and hand you something else.
We have that.
Rail, you're
we
a
have
little
wand of
quiet.
detect magic. Correct?
Give me that again.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to step on you.
Yeah, Grigum has it.
We have a wand of detect.
Yes.
I'm concerned. I want to make sure that nothing we took from the nightclub might be cursed or worse.
Grigum has it.
Y'all don't know where Grigum is. He disappeared like halfway through the week, and y'all haven't seen or heard from him.
Well, I know what I'm preparing tonight.
Is Cathal there?
Up my spells
Cathal is there, yeah. Well, Cathal is sleeping.
Okay. I think, first off, Ivana, I owed you an apology.
Oh, no apology necessary, Priest Corvino.
No,
Okay.
I greatly underestimated your abilities and
That's fine.
I suggest
Second,
we... Oh, sorry.
secondly, we seem to have picked up a straggler.
Oh, I can leave the room if you need.
Yeah.
Okay. And she kind of goes outside to stand guard.
The little imp thing. The little...
Tibbletop, like, is no longer clinging to Ingrid just because she's sitting down, and so that would have been awkward even for him. But he's kind of, like, sorting through people's clothes, it looks like. So, what? Oh, no, don't mind me. It's like, these are nice.
Oh, that one's from the Undercity. See all the mushrooms?
Okay.
Don't eat them.
I won't.
And she makes him a mushroom and pushes it over. You can have that one.
He's sitting there holding the mushroom. Why does this make me happy?
Is there, like, a general knowledge of, like, the, disposition of imps?
Make a religion roll.
That would be a, 21 with a natural 20.
Tibbletop is not a imp. He is what is known as a cackler. A jester-type demon with a infectious laugh.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we burned down his workplace. Where was he supposed to go?
True.
Like, are they known for, like, stealing things, or...?
They're people. There's some that steal, there's some that don't, they are very, very distantly related to Rakdos, as Rakdos is the progenitor of all demons.
I just... Not to be specious, but... Just kind of getting the general knowledge of that. Okay. Honestly, I'm going to be watching him carefully.
Like, they're not lawful creatures. They are chaotic. They are evil.
Yes.
But they are not, like...
They are evil.
They are not... This one is not explicitly hostile.
Right.
You know, he had a really
but they're not evil.
A really good intuition of, like, setting things up when we needed the drink excuse. He's how we got downstairs, guys.
Anything for the hot ones.
I'm just kind of...
Oh, what the heck.
And I mean, I figure if nothing else, we can go take him to the other club in town and see if he's interested in working there later.
There's a lot of other clubs in town.
Yeah, I'm just want to make sure that...
Like, there's...
Yeah. Okay.
12 within maybe 5 miles of here?
Well...
Alright.
Are all of them as dead as that one?
Most of them were pretty badly damaged, yeah. I think Devros is okay, but that's just because she, like, you know, has a lot of giants.
Yeah. That's always a good asset to have.
Yeah. She's a bit of a size queen.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Tabletop, if you want...
I'm not going to be, like, openly hostile, but my demeanor is definitely going to be very suspicious of him, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Just...
He does not give two shits.
I figured he didn't.
Okay, what were you saying, Real?
If you want to, do you want to stay and work with us, or
No, I'll stay.
not so? Because if you do, I think you're going to need to sign a contract. How do you?
It depends on what the contract says. I don't really do much of the signing thing, but I was just going to stick around until the hot one made me leave.
Up to you, Ingrid.
Yeah, if we could get an NDA
I
on this
think
whole
we should
thing,
all rest and
that
sleep
would be
on it.
great.
And
No, I think we need to do the NDA thing now.
I'm not much of a gamer. Like,
I'll
I
open
can't
in
throw a
the
ball.
morning. She'll be there in the morning. We could talk to her.
I mean, you could totally
Like,
wake Cathal up if you want. It would probably not go over very well, but you could totally wake her up if you want.
For those not in the know, by NDA, I mean non-disclosure agreement. You know, the whole not telling everybody these people burnt down a nightclub and you can find them here.
In my mind, Verdier is saying this out loud to the documents or Rail.
Yes. Well, not out loud. He would be doing it through Spies Murmur, but yes.
Hopefully Spice Murmur directed locally.
Yeah, that's the only way it works.
Well, there's the broadcast.
Those are only for people who are also wearing.
But directed locally means it's just us. We don't know who else is within a mile.
True.
Well, you accomplished your mission, Opal. We gotta rest up. We've got to figure out what we've got. Maybe return this is it thing, or maybe not.
Maybe cause more fire.
I was thinking more like wrap up some loose ends and let Devotion know it's done than cause more fights. But, I mean, we'll see what comes up. I mean, it's not guaranteed to not happen.
Wouldn't mind. Well, I suppose we did get paid, sort of. But,
Are y'all going to look over the treasure?
If you want to try to negotiate with Devotion for pay, that is, I think, between you and Devotion, and I will get out of the club first before you do that.
Fair. Discuss it with him. Alright, I do not have Detect Magic prepared, unfortunately, but I do have Identify.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to look over the...
and you stack some glasses, so we've got glasses, orb.
Okay, I will give you the rundown.
Sorry, while they're doing that, I'm probably going to go sleep.
Okay, so you did not manage to get all the gold or platinum. You managed to get about half. So you managed to procure 5,000 gold and 800 platinum.
Having all of that would have been nice, but on the other hand, we'd have had guaranteed combat.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to piss off 3 guilds in 1 week.
I mean, that's definitely a lot of money we left in the chest, but on the other hand...
I think we need to not count our chickens
on the
before
hand,
they hatch.
we didn't have to fight a 40-foot tight hull deep.
Yeah.
Or what would it be? Would it be drakes? Don't count your drakes before they hatch?
They have chickens.
Oh, no.
They're in the green belt.
Sure.
Alright, in addition, you found a box of 4 turquoise animals, a raven, a lion, a bear, and a cat. There's a brass mug with a yellow jade inlay in the face of a demon on it. There is a there's a statuette of a horned woman with a tail, half dressed, and a large gold bracelet, like the size that a ogre would wear. There's 3 potions that are red and bubbling. 2 of them are about this big, shot glass size. One of them is like, one of those tall boy shot glasses. There is a potion of a kind of red liquid that fills the bottle with smoke. A globe, the glasses that you grabbed. A wand, and that bottle of apple oak dryad red berry wine. So are you casting Identify as a ritual or straight casting?
I'm going to cast Identify as glasses first, I think.
Okay, the glasses are variants on the goggles of night. They give dark vision to anyone wearing them.
Sweet.
Dark vision.
Yeah, they look like mirrored sunglasses. I wear my sunglasses at night. Desperate bid for... Thank you! Okay, so that's 10 minutes.
You know what?
You raise your hand, Cookie?
2 first level slots left. I can cast it.
I was stretching, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can cast it on 3 more of the items as just off the.
Okay.
Does anybody want me to look at it?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to see the orb and the wand. I was resting while we waited for Fairdeer and while he's doing the ritual, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, so Identify
on which one?
The wand.
The wand? The wand is a wand of secrets. It detects secret doors and stuff like that.
So I heard detect secret doors, and that's what I heard.
Yeah, it's a wand of secrets. It detects secret and hidden things. But only like 3 times per day.
Interesting. Alright. Let's see. How about that globe next, unless somebody has...
Okay, the globe is a drift globe.
It's a what globe?
Drift globe.
For light, right?
It floats along and provides a low-level illumination, or you can use it to cast a daylight spell. Of note, this drift globe produces only red light.
Why did he have that? Alright, and... I'm gonna say that's statuette, and then I can go...
Okay, the carved ivory statuette does not... Identify doesn't give you a history of an object, right? It just tells you its properties?
Its properties and how to use them.
Okay.
You learn what spells are affecting it. If it was created by a spell, you learn which spell...
Yeah, okay. It is a decorative art object.
I mean, it's probably an art object too, but the gold bracelet would be interesting to know. But we can always do that in the morning.
Okay, well, I mean, what time is it now?
You are pushing near 1 at this point.
Okay, I figure I'll do 2 casts, and then we can...
Okay, what are you casting it on?
So, what do you want me to
The gold
cast
bracelet?
on, Ingrid?
The gold
Right,
bracelet?
And then, let's say the...
Okay.
The animals, yeah.
The animals? Okay. So, the gold bracelet is a jewelry item. And the turquoise animal figurines are also art decoration.
I think we need to get to bed.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then in the morning I'll buy what was it?
There is a brass mug with jade inlay in the shape of like a demon's head, and I believe the bottle of Apple Oak Red Berry wine.
And the
Right,
smoke potion.
And the potion.
Yeah. Well, there was like 4 potions.
Does Identify work?
Well, yeah, we didn't do the bigger red potion and smaller.
Oh yeah,
2 smaller potions.
I did not know. I did not know that Identify works on potion. Cool.
Yeah.
So, but that can wait.
I mean, generally you can identify a potion by taking a sip or 2 of it.
So you're gonna keep the glasses with you, right, Rail? Unless anyone has objection. Opal, can you see in the dark? Okay. And in case I don't have Watcher with me, since I can't see in the dark without Watcher, I'll take the Drift Globe with me for now.
Okay. And most importantly, they look.
That way we're covered on light until we decide if we want to get rid of the stuff or not, or what we want to do.
Okay.
Okay. Ever underestimate the importance of cool.
So y'all go to bed very late at night. Let's see. Is there anything else anyone wanted to do before they started their long rest?
Well, not before I start the long rest, but yeah, I'm changing up my spells a bit.
I took a short rest before
just
my long
FYI.
rest, while waiting for Fairdeer and the Identifies, just so I'd be prepared if something happened during the night.
Okay. So one long rest later, y'all awaken in the morning to the sound of Cathal preparing food in the little mini kitchenette she set up. It's just a basic breakfast of like some meats, some bread, some cheeses. Y'all y'all awaken in the morning, and to your surprise, Daldra and Dravog and Pan are back.
Hey!
Oh, hey! Miss Ingrid? They are filling out paper work and making notes and stuff like that. While waiting.
Tabletop.
Tibbletop is curled up in your clothes like a cat. Like in the clothes you're not wearing.
Oh.
He pulled them all out. And he is specifically laying on a pile of your underwear.
That just kind of borders between
Adorable and disturbing?
cute and creepy.
I mean, they were all clean with
Right on.
prestidigitation, so...
That wouldn't be the creepy part.
You also... I mean, Ingrid, make a religion check for me.
$16.
Demons generally don't need to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, neither do pseudo dragons. So yeah, I had Watcher hanging out watching the room too.
And Watcher shares with you.
Well, that dragon doesn't have to undead. So.
And Watcher shares with you the mental video file of Tibbletop going through your things, laying out a bed of your underwear and laying on it.
May have to find him a different job, but we'll see.
Okay, so what are y'all doing?
Well, breakfast is first, right, guys?
Breakfast is important.
Alright, so y'all just kind of hanging out while Cathal finishes the breakfast. She sets, like, plates in front of y'all. It's very much survival food. She's not a gourmet chef by any means. She is we are out in the trenches, here is meat and stuff to keep you alive food.
I seem to have acquired a temporary helper, and she points at Tippletop. Just letting you know.
Tippletop pokes his head out of the room that he was sleeping in with Ingrid, holding one of, like, some of her clothes, and closes the door.
We'll probably take him by one of the clubs later.
Sure.
For
Sounds like a
now,
good plan.
we do have a goblin to visit after breakfast.
Yes.
We have
let
to
me take the time.
do the other identifies.
Yes. So doing it. Rituals. Well, first off, I'm going to cast detect magic as a ritual, so I can tell which of the remaining items are or aren't.
Okay, let's see
So,
here
yeah.
now. The items that you have not checked was the mug, the potions, and the bottle. The mug does not show as magic. All 4 of the potions show as magic, and the bottle shows as magic.
You kind of cut off a little bit there. The mug isn't.
The mug is not magic. The 4 potions are magic. The bottle of
Right.
apple oak red berry wine is magic.
Interesting. Yeah. Let's identify those potions.
Okay. You have the 2 little shots are healing potions. You kind of figured that. The larger one is a greater healing potion. And the potion bottle that is like half filled with smoke is a potion of fire breath.
Interesting. Okay, I think, and let me know if you all disagree, if any of you disagree with me. I think Watcher can hang on.
Watcher
To the fire breath
immediately
potion?
dive bombs, grabs the fire breath potion, and like scrabbles away with it.
Oh.
Sorry, Opal, I know you might have wanted that, but now you have an accomplice for fire.
Lots of fire.
I meant the healing potions, though, whatever. Alright. And what the hell? Let's spend another 10 minutes on an identify.
Okay, this is the bottle of apple oak red berry wine is a
Tell me it's on this
huh?
bottomless bottle. Bottomless
It
bottomless
is
bottle.
a
Bottom.
well. Now I don't want it to be. No, it is a.
Oh, come on.
It is a multi-part item. For the first part is it is a endless bottle of red berry wine, and
Yeah.
once per day, one person can drink from it and have the effect of having swallowed a greater healing potion.
Oh my goodness. It's a glass bottle. We should be careful.
You know, magic items, even glass magic items, are pretty resilient.
Okay.
So that sounds like a Griggum thing.
That does sound like a Griggum thing. I'd be happy to hang on to it until he's back with. But
Sure.
I see no reason to say no to that.
I will add the item to your inventory later once I finish studying it on D&D Beyond. I had to go to sleep last night.
What do we want to do with Wanda's secrets? Does that sound like an Opal or a Fairdeer thing? I could also, but I did take the orb as a backup light source to be practical. So that sounds like maybe a Fairdeer thing because he's pretty inquisitive, but he does have a lot of items already.
I could take one more.
I think a greater healing potion would be great for you, Opal, because I feel like when you get damaged, you'll get really damaged. Okay, so for now, we're putting the Wand of Secrets with Fairdeer, but that can change. I think that should be more of like an as we need it, switch it around thing.
Kind of like the heart.
Which I'm holding for now because it has synergy with one of my spells. Okay, so Rail, you have no healing potions, and I'm holding none. So let's each take one of the regular.
Alright. Works for me. And I am, again, holding on to the bottle of wines that can sometimes.
Yeah, it's once per day. Once per day, one person can. So you can't pass it around and have each person use it.
Right. That would be really impressive if it were.
So
do you have any idea what kind of monetary haul? Sorry?
What money? What'd you ask?
Yeah, just to give... I was curious whether this helps us out to make sure we'll make the bills next.
Oh, yeah, I counted that while you were identifying.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
So I'll share with... I will ping them the amounts and then whisper to Opal since we have our other employees in the room.
Yeah, but y'all are probably good to pay everyone's salary for about the next 6 months.
And our buy Izzet weapons. So I guess we need to talk to Cathal and see what the next 6 months are going to cost.
Okay, so you want to have a discussion with Cathal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just grab us to the side.
After after finishing eating, Cathal retreated back to the little roomette that she's been using. Ingrid knocks on the door. There's a moment, and it opens, and the short black-haired elf kind of pokes her head out. So, yes, what?
I figured since our expenses and stuff were changing, if you get a minute later, we could go over that and kind of, work on our business perspective for the next few months.
Okay, you just have to make sure Daldra and Pan and anyone else y'all hire are paid. I wouldn't mind some spending money too, but listen, now's not a great time.
Okay.
And like,
bye-bye. Okay, so we need to set aside some money, but also the business will run itself a little bit. I think we need to take our haul by Bezel. And I think at some point we're going to have to check in with Devotion. Just saying, probably we have to do that.
Yeah.
But, I could see going to Bezel first. That, we should either give him this weapon back or buy it. Probably. Depending what we want to do.
So the group's going to look for Bezel then?
Okay, first let's see. Does anyone have any interest in buying Izzet weaponry?
Interest. Ability with those prices.
We could try again to talk him down a little bit. If we had cash in hand, it might be more successful.
True, but I don't know if we can...
Like 6 months of business maintenance for one item that could be used a limited amount of time as it was useful.
It does recharge at least.
mean, it's recharged right now. And Ingrid holds it up.
Oh, right. Make me a
Please don't
roll me
blow up
1d3 or 1d4.
Roll
Sorry,
a what?
1d4 plus 1.
What am I rolling?
1d4.
Yeah,
Okay, 3.
3. Okay, it
I'm a
has
little
recharged 3 charges.
I didn't use one of the charges.
He used one of them. Remember?
I'm a little surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Opal isn't all up for weaponry. They seem to have.
I mean, I would have thought she would like fire weaponry. Opal, you didn't like these?
I like fire, so sometimes, but I produce.
Okay, well, I mean, we have a lot of things that we can work on and make with the money too. And it looks like our business is going to be down for a while, so we can just return it to him if we want and show him the stuff because we promised we would show him 2 to 3. Too bad we didn't clarify that. Item runs from dangerous stuff. So we should take him these art items and stuff and give him an option on them.
Okay.
And return the weapon if we're not buying it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's probably not going to sell immediately. I think if we want it later, we can come back for it, most likely.
Unless these would find out that he's trying to sell their.
If this thing is illicit, then we really don't want it in our possession.
Well, I mean, its previous owner's dead.
That kind of.
Well, I mean, we don't know if like, they owned it or they just had the lab equipment. So, I mean, it could be the previous owner, maybe, that's dead. Anyway, to Bezels.
Okay, so are y'all looking for the wagon or are y'all looking for one of his rats?
Whichever we see first.
All right.
I'm on the watch for rats.
Nature check for the
nature check. If you want, go ahead.
Or would that be like the right?
No.
Like basically look for rat signs.
That would be survival to look for the rat signs.
Okay.
To investigate something like where you're looking for it, you would just do an investigation roll, or you could ask around.
No, just doing investigation rolls.
Okay.
Okay, that would be wow. 21 with a natural 20.
Okay.
Hey.
Not bad enough.
I'm rolling a lot of nat 20s today.
I've noticed
scared.
That. Remember.
Sometimes the dice are friendly.
Remember what the dormouse said. Feed your head. And with those words, you find a rat. And kind of like squeaks at you and...
Just a rat.
Okay, follow the rat.
Yeah.
I feel like
if we need, I can cast Feed Animals, but I'll hold it.
Finding a rat in the street. Yeah. You found a rat.
Well, I mean, it waved at you.
Okay. Let's go.
That is more rat.
Okay. So, y'all follow the rat, and normally it takes you towards uncomfortably close for y'all, to the Sanctum of the Bright Soul, or what is going to soon be renamed the Corvino Chantry. Instead, this time it leads you towards the towards the back half of the Guildhall, about a block away from the towering metal spire with lightning crackling around it constantly. The rat leads you to Bezel's car and is like, "Oh, hey! What's up?"
Hey, so, we brought our loaner weapon back.
One minute, and he like kind of hops off of the cart, and he's like, he goes over around the corner, grabs a few boxes that were just like sitting in the alley, and like lobs them into the back of his cart. There's like a profuse squeaking and like the sound of a crate being pried open. He's like, okay, sorry, just doing a pickup. Yeah, doing a pickup. So yeah, you got the thing, right?
Yeah, do you still have the other one too?
Not only do I have that, but I got something really nice for you. And he kind of goes over to the crate that he just lobbed in, and he like tips it over, and you see like 8 pairs of rat eyes just glowing in the dark as he pulls out a like oversized gauntlets, like you've seen Pyro wearing, but they're not fairy size. These are like full person size with little cables hanging off the top of them and like a sparking blue core on the side of each one. So I got someone didn't need their museum apparatus anymore, so I got that as steel. uh, and then he kind of pulls them out, sets them on the thing, and I got and he pulls out these little. They look like wrist cuffs almost, with the House Demir logo on the top of them, and like a little purple sleeve that's just very Daphnis that like is supposed to hang down over your hand. And got these picked up from a reporter. A reporter wanted to get rid of these. I didn't question it.
What do those sleeve things do?
I don't know. I just got the. And he points to the box that y'all saw him literally throw in there. It's supposed to be like, helps you with illusions and stuff.
Hey, could you see what these do, Rio? Can we examine those sleeve things?
5 gold.
If you want to give me 10 minutes.
Well, while you examine them, we can show him all the stuff we got from a dangerous place. So it would be a really productive 10 minutes.
2 gold.
She just says fair enough and hands him the 2 gold, and then starts getting out.
He just
the
lobs them at Rail.
And he throws the gold at Rail?
No, he throws the bracers at Rail.
Oh, okay. I was really confused by that. Okay.
Okay.
Identify.
So he starts going over the stuff. He picks out the little box of turquoise statuettes. He said, "These are cute." And then he takes the mug with the jade inlay. Alright, that's pretty good for now.
Well, you said option on them, so you're supposed to tell us your price or what discount you give us on stuff that we're buying for them.
He kind of... Mine what?
So what do the sleeve things turn out to be?
Oh, illusionist bracers. While wearing the bracers, whenever you cast a cantrip, you can use a bonus action on the same turn to cast that cantrip a second time.
That's like a very ultimate warlock item.
Yeah.
So I think we need these, Rail.
10,000 gold.
I think you are right. I could use those, but you could make much better. How much was he asking for these things?
10,000 gold.
What about 5,000 and you can keep all these art objects that we brought?
10,000 gold.
When she says 5,000, I'm gonna like basically cover her mouth. Like I don't know if I need to check for that, but okay. First off, what would be like an appraisal roll?
An appraisal roll?
Like
Arcana in this check.
Okay. That would be 13, 14, 15, 16 Arcana on the bracers.
These are very rare, very powerful magic items.
So 10,000 would actually be
a steal, because it is literally a steal.
Okay.
Y'all have bought from Bezel before. You know that his goods are not always procured in the most morally upstanding methodology.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like 100 gold item or something.
No, this is like real powerful magic.
Okay.
This is like bending time magic.
Okay.
This is like 3 levels of sorcerer magic.
Okay.
This is like your crossbow doubles your hits. This would double mine.
Okay.
And he kind of like he nudges the museum. I can tell you what this does. This is useful. Like if you don't have a spell, you can still cast a spell. Like I mean, they're heavy as fuck. They're like 8 pounds, and he like lifts one and just like drops it on the wagon, and it's like thunk. But yeah, no, like, if you don't know one spell and you want to cast that spell, you can use this to cast that spell.
You guys want it, and we have the funds for it.
Well, the sleeve things were the ones that we were looking at.
That's the big question.
Yeah, the sleeve things are 10.
Well, how much are the gauntlets anyway?
The Mizium? 8,000.
Mm-hmm. And he never answered when I asked him what about 5,000 and all the art objects from our hall.
No.
I'm going to send Spy's Murmur 7.
He doesn't have a Spy's Murmur, so he didn't hear anything.
No, I'm sending it to Ingrid 7.
So, Basil, platinum's a lot easier to hide and disguise and move around than gold. What about 700 platinum in this really pretty drift globe? She gets out the globe and has it light up. It'll follow you around. It could be great for publicity. Good for working around in the dark if people need to examine merchandise.
He taps it a little. Grabs it, licks it. Yeah, this is hot. Okay, yeah, that's the deal.
So unless anyone's major objecting, I'm spending 700 platinum.
That's
as long as we can keep the lights on.
7,000?
Yes.
Yes.
And plus, we can afford that, right?
The drift globe is worth another 1,000 goldish, 500ish, depending on the seller. And he did get 2 of the art objects from you, so.
Yeah. I think we still have enough for bills. Cathal wasn't really specific, but we can also just spend more time working on the business too in between.
Okay.
So, you have the thing? Can I have the thing back?
Yeah, and she gives him the thing.
He passes. It's like, you sure you don't want her? Ooh, she's hot. Oh yeah, she burned something good.
Oh, I think these sleeves will be good, and to balance it, she passes Rail the Heartstone for the Earth Elemental.
Okay. So
It allows
yeah,
you to
I
summon
did.
an earth element. Or was it summon or control? Or
Summon.
both?
It allows you to once per day cast Summon Earth Elemental, or Summon Elemental limited to Earth, and I believe up to a CR5. So to see a list of what you can summon, go to D&D Beyond, sort by elementals, and limit yourself to 5 or lower.
And I want to see if he would, unless y'all want them, if he would be interested in buying any potions of spider climb.
Oh, no, I know a
You have
few.
second story friends.
Yeah,
I remember.
I have friends that are very into rock climbing. Yes. Let me see.
Good for window washers.
He like corks
She
one.
gets out one of the 2 potions to show him, and has the other in her hand.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'll give you $4.50 for the both of them.
$4.75.
Make a persuasion roll.
Good.
15. Okay, so $4.50.
So sorry. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. You guys are definitely big spenders, and I would love for you to have more gold to come back here and give me. Oh, hey, the Sirenscape. Uh-oh. Sirenscape did stop playing. Why did Sirenscape stop playing?
Oh,
Well, that's a little bit of
yeah.
it back, and
Huh. Weird. My computer's probably about to crash. Anyway, testing. 1, 2, 3.
No crashing.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, he like gleefully takes them. He's like, and he's squeaking at one of the rats, and they like come forward and like grab it. Like, if you've ever seen a rat holding something in its forepaws and walking on its hind legs, it's both adorable and a little disturbing. And then it walks back and it grabs the other one and does the same thing. Okay, and then he hands over the $4.50 gold to you.
yeah, and I want to put the sleeves on and
They
push them
require
under my
attunement,
sleeve.
so you will
Yeah.
have to have a long rest before you. I mean, a short rest before you can use them.
Do y'all guys want a short rest before we go see someone? You know, we could grab some lunch maybe somewhere around here if any place is open. Or head back to the bathhouse.
I'm fine personally, but
So he kind of like reaches over and bangs on the gauntlets a little. Don't know if I'll have them next time.
Do you want to identify the gauntlets so we can see exactly what they do? That's up to you, Rail. I don't think we have quite enough, but unless we trade in some other magic item, but you could check if you want.
sorry, this was for
I
I lost
a museum
the-
apparatus.
It's not something that I. Is it? Do you think you'll get much use out?
Well, I think she just wanted you
more
to
arcane.
cast. She wanted you to cast identify on it to see what it
Identify.
does.
Oh, I mean, if you wanted to, since we don't actually know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. Sorry.
Okay, so ritual casting it. Okay, 10 minutes
I'll cast
later,
Identify.
while you are wearing the museum apparatus and attuned to it, you can use it as an arcane focus. In addition, you can attempt to cast a spell that you do not know or have prepared. The spell you choose must be on your class's spell list and of a level for which you have a spell slot, and you must provide the spell's components. You expend a spell slot to cast the spell as normal, but before resolving you must make an Intelligence Arcana check. The DC is 10 plus twice the level of the spell slot you expend to cast the spell. On a successful check, you cast the spell as normal using your spell save DC and spellcasting ability modifier. On a failed check, you cast a different spell from the one you intended. Randomly determine the spell you cast by rolling on the table for the level of the spell slot you expended. If the spell slot is 6th level or higher, roll on the table for 5th level spells. You can try and cast a cantrip you don't know. The DC for the Intelligence Arcana check is 10, and on a failed check there is no effect.
Again.
And it can only be attuned by a sorcerer, a warlock, or a wizard.
I think we're out on that. We don't need that. I mean, it's great, but I mean, it's really great for like the higher level spells. But on the other hand, we already got the other thing.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Oh, we just lost roll 20. 1 second. Don't mind me. Sorry. Ignore the ads. I'm cheap. I don't pay for my roll 20.
But I think we could go back and take a short rest and plan and hand out enough for training and stuff so that we're not broke when we take our break and then go see Devotion.
Okay.
Or we could sell the other art items.
I'm looking forward to seeing.
Mavana kind of clears her throat and is like, are we done here?
Yeah, so I guess we've got the statue of the horned woman and the bracelet left if we want to try to sell those on the way home. Do we want to do that?
Fair. We do not have another fence. It's not like we have an... But we could always find some... We could potentially find somebody.
Y'all have sold art objects in the past to, I believe it was Odds and Spice General Goods, but you don't know what condition they are in.
Also, is this a good time for...
Yep. I think this is a good time for a break. Raise your hand if you want to take a quick break.
I want our characters to go back and take a break so I can attune.
Okay. I'm just going to keep delaying the short break as long as I can now.
Do I need to attune with the sunglasses?
It should say on the thing whether Goggles of the Knights require attunement or not. Just add it to your inventory, or I will in a minute.
Okay.
But if it does, I would assume you attune to it over the long rest. I wear my sunglasses.
Fair enough.
So, hey everyone, thanks for sticking with us. I know it's been a bit of like a all over the place episode. We had a chase scene, we've had some shopping, we've had Cathal acting super mysterious. A couple mysterious figures.
I think she had someone over.
We'll be back in about, let's say, a soft 20, soft 15, because I have no idea how long it's going to take people to get back, and I have given up controlling things I have no control over. Life is chaos.
See y'all.
We'll be back in 15. I need to cool down. I'm turning the fan on high. Hey, just to give y'all a warning, we are going to run a commercial during our break. I know commercials are annoying, but they help us monetize this stream, which, I don't know, maybe if we start making some decent money off of it, we can use some of those funds to get level 10 art or something. We'll see. We'll be back in a bit. Thank you all. Hope you stick around and hope you enjoy the second half when we get back. Okay, break. My mic is live. We are back. Hello. Zizzo turned off her camera because I turned on videos while she was eating or drinking. I had fun. Welcome. This is like the reverse of Critical Role, where like they try and shout stuff at Matt. I try and turn the video on at the worst possible moment for y'all. I got at least one person laughing. That counts as funny. Welcome back to the bonus roll, everyone! Let's see where we last left off. The party had just spent a significant amount of funds on some kind of, like, their wrist, they're kind of like wrist things, and then the cloth goes down over the hand. So they look ridiculous.
And
then I put my gloves on and I tuck them inside.
They're also Demir labeled.
Yeah, they have the Demir House Demir logo on them.
When it goes down kind of over the hand, I put my glove on and I tuck it inside really careful. Because I have gloves. I paid $2 silver for those gloves before we started, just so I'd have special gloves in case I needed them.
Very specifically asked for very odd questions before we started this game. I feel like my light has shifted a little. Has my light shifted a little?
Do you have a window open?
A little bit.
Do you have a window open?
The window must be darkened with the sun overhead.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to fix your light, you can open that blind a bit more.
No.
That's the thing about when you rely on natural lighting, is it's never going to be consistent.
I look mysterious. Yes?
Very much so.
Okay. So y'all just finished with Bezel? Were y'all going to try and fence stuff with him? He's like basically sitting there like patting the Mizium apparatus that he really wants you to buy.
Well, he's not interested in the other 2 art items, right?
I mean, y'all never offered them to him or said like, hey, can we sell these to you?
Can we kind of appraise them real quick, like to the best of our knowledge?
Sure, make a investigation roll.
Normally I would help, but as she would have to present it to me in front of him, that would be weird.
Oh, I'm getting him out anyway to look at him. And he's already looked at him. He went over all of our stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I'll assist then, if you haven't rolled yet.
Well, she already rolled a 10, I think she said.
I didn't roll.
Oh.
I was looking up the items.
Ah.
It's just the statue of the horned woman and the gold bracelet.
Well, she has a tail too, but yes.
Okay, so you want me to do that one, or you want to run that one, Fair Dear?
I guess I could, and it's with advantage? Question mark?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm helping. I got it out. I'm looking them over to see if we can sell them.
Ooh, 14.
14? Look like they're about maybe worth 250 gold each, give or take.
Hey Basil, before you head off and we head off, are you interested in giving us a possible price for these other 2 items?
Let me see them again. Like, takes them, fondles them around, like, I'll tell you what, you have big spenders lately. I will take them off your hands for, I'll give you $4.75.
Everyone good with that? Okay.
Sure.
It's like, he just yeets them into the back of the cart. Okay, I should get going. You should not be seen wearing those in public too much. And he, like, pushes the museum apparatus into the shadows of his cart. So, yeah. Anyway, you know how to find me if you need me. Well, I'm assuming you do, because this is like 3 times now, and it's, if you do, don't tell others, okay? Please?
The rats have been helping us find you.
Okay, that is terrifying. Thank you. He kind of gets up on the cart and and starts driving off. So y'all just bought stolen goods.
Where does he get the? We don't know it was stolen.
It's true. What is it called when someone gets killed first and then looting? Looted. Y'all may have bought looted items.
Looted.
Mm-hmm.
The fine adventuring
Which is what we sell, to be fair.
Salvaged
works.
Goods.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically Elder Scrolls rules. If you kill them first, then it doesn't count as stealing.
That is disturbingly accurate towards Elder Scrolls.
I think we're going back to the bathhouse because we were also going to grab the imp too before we go to devotions. Is that still a thing? Are we heading back there, taking a rest, handing out some money to each of us? Is that what we're doing?
Sure. That sounds like a thing we'd do.
Okay.
Okay,
so it sounds...
Go
ahead.
We may also want to see devotion rather quickly, though probably that would be an evening thing.
I wanted to rest before that, but we can do it in either order if you want.
Like, what time is it now in game?
It is hitting around, I'd say, you had a late start to morning because you were up late. Hour there. You're hitting about noon-ish.
Okay. I'm thinking probably devotion would be like evening.
I mean,
I just wanted to rest and some lunch first.
That's fine.
And then
it's just
we could try to catch him.
Devotion seems like, probably a late night guy. So
what would be a good time to go see Devotion?
I'd say prefer
preferably soon. Okay, let's see. Does anyone strongly think we need to just head there right away?
We can eat lunch first. I'm just saying, probably today.
Yeah, let's get lunch. Let's pick up the imp, and then we'll head there.
Okay, so are y'all just getting street food, or are y'all going to like get food from the spa?
We haven't gotten street food.
Okay. Let's see.
What's open?
Y'all are near the, is it Guildhall? Go ahead and make me, anyone who's looking for food, make a investigation roll.
Natural 20 plus
Why
1.
not?
Of course.
I mean, that's what I used my 20 up for. So
how does a 9 do?
So, Ingrid being...
Yeah, Rail and I, we don't get out of the lab very often.
Ingrid, being the Golgari that she is, knows where all the best food spots are, apparently, because Golgaris are foodies. Leads y'all...
Sort of.
Yeah, leads y'all kind of in a zigzag pattern through the streets, trusting her instincts as much as she trusts the smell of food in the air, to this little cart with a really rotund Luxodon behind it, and he's just kind of like using both hands and his trunk, scooping this, it's a chopped up blend of meats and root vegetables that have been sauteed in like a very rich cream butter and salted with smoky, like with smoked paprika, garlic, and onions. And he is like scooping them into these little, it looks a little bit like a pita, but with a very thick breading to soak up the juices, and like passing them as a Tumesh?
Is that a real thing?
Are you asking me or are you asking him?
Out of character.
It's a thing.
Because that actually does legitimately sound good.
Thank you. I pride myself on things like that.
I'm going to use my discretionary fund if possible. I don't know if that's like I carry some of it around and I write my expense out or what.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use my lifestyle one to get like a big sampler platter.
Okay. It's literally just a big bowl of this mix, and he's like scooping it into the thick pita bread stuff, and then he's putting sauces and seasonings on it. It's like, what do you want on it? Do you want spicy, sweet, smoky, tangy, sour?
Smoky and spicy, please.
He like pulls out, he scoops, he holds it in one hand, he scoops the meat into the pita with a scooper held in his trunk, and with his other hand he grabs a pair of bottles and squeezes this kind of reddish and this kind of yellow sauce on top and passes over to you. 2 silver.
If I can't use my lifestyle on it, I'll just pay the 2 silver.
That's just so you know how much it is.
Okay.
Is that too much?
Okay.
And he points to the rest of the group.
Okay. I want 2. One also smoky, spicy. The second one sweet.
Okay. For the smoky spicy one, he gives you the red and yellow sauce. With the sweet one, it's a kind of a green mint sauce. And he literally just holds them both in his hand while doing this. He's clearly very practiced, and he hands them over to you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's 4 silver.
It's 4 silver.
Okay. And I will eat the spicy smoky, and I'm going to give the sweet to Kay.
Okay. Make a constitution check for Kay for me.
Oh no. I thought sweet would be okay for dogs.
I thought the dog would be fine with chocolate.
Oh.
Fair. Prepare lesser restaurant.
I don't know why
That
you
would
didn't
be
just
16.
16. He like,
Yeah.
but doesn't seem to have much of an issue with it. Once he gets past that initial like, oh, that is sweet. Blah. Damesh, gesturing at Opal and Rail and Minerva. Not Minerva. Minerva.
Nirvana?
Yeah. It's like Nirvana. I know it's like Nirvana. I do not know why I keep on wanting to say Nirvana. Or Minerva. Wow. I'm just on.
She's getting to know all our shady hangouts.
She fishes out 4 silver. I will get yours, Priest Corvino.
You really don't have to. Please let me handle your lunch.
If you insist, Priest. And she puts the coin away.
Ingrid lets out just the tiniest chuckle, but she can't help it.
Oh my god.
Alright, so what do you want on your Tremesh?
He wanted to know.
The audio keeps cutting.
Like what seasonings, flavors? Do you want it salty? Do you want it sweet? Do you want it spicy?
For real, spicy, and spicy.
Double spice, and he gets.
He's gonna ask her what you want.
What
do you feel?
Just a little smoky, please. So
Smoky it is.
So for Rails, he takes the bottle and, like, for everyone else, he's done, like, a thin stripe of the yellow for spicy. He just coats the thing in the spicy sauce. And he just does, like, a quick couple 2 strips for the smoky. He looks to Opal. So, Tramesh?
You know, surprise me.
Okay.
Just one.
He kind of...
Can I have it?
Give me that one more time, please.
Just one request. Can I have it?
You're cutting out after can I have it. Raw. Okay. It's hold on. He kind of gets the little pack that he's been emptying stuff into, and he like scoops, and then he puts the scoop aside so he can get a clean one, and scoops the raw veggie and meat mixture into the pita, and then grabs like 3 different ones, and he does a spiral of green, red, and yellow in like a interweaving clockwork. And Dermesh, careful. I mean, it's tartar, but and 2 silver, please.
And then I start cooking.
The sauce kind of starts bubbling, and the bread starts kind of drying out and then blackening. It's like it is very clearly like, you know, not individual components that can be done raw. So you cook the vegetable and the meat mixture, but in doing so, you burn the sauce and the pita that it's in.
Aw.
Perfect.
You come back to Jimel's Termesh sometime soon, okay?
Alright. So we got a meal, we got a...
Yeah, one of the Gorgon girls told me about this place.
Which makes absolute sense considering you're like 2 blocks away from the Izzet guild hall, with a lot of Gorgon foot traffic there.
I figure the reclamation crew, when they come through,
a lot of Golgari. It's like, yeah. No, it makes sense. Okay, so you have this, like, pita of root vegetables, like, it's got carrot, celery, onion, it's a very hearty, and then it's just mixed with, like, ground up, pork, beef, chicken. It's like kind of the every meat dish, almost. And it's just given, like, a light salt and pepper seasoning, and then, like, the sauces kind of, as they sit on top of the mixture, kind of melt a little and kind of seep down into the mixture so that the flavor spreads, while the thick bread soaks up juices and extra sauce.
Sounds good.
It's one of those, like, it's a very heavy meal and you want to take a nap afterwards.
And hence the short rest. And picking up Tippletop.
Sure, let's take a siesta.
So, y'all go back to Creatures of Comfort Spa. As you enter, because it's during the day, the front desk is unattended, which is a first for you. Normally, y'all see Ryo. The Waterborne that typically mans the front desk is not there.
Perception check.
Go ahead and make one.
Okay, that's going to be a 19, and I'm looking for anything out of place.
19. In this area, you see, like, a few of the columns are still waiting to be repaired. There is a stack of paperwork on the other side of her desk with a ledger, with an account ledger with, like, days, times, and names written on it. The hallway that extends towards the back, towards, like, the changing areas, is got a few people in robes either waiting for their clothes to be returned after being washed, or sitting and chatting before going to their upstairs private bath or to the public baths.
Okay, but there's no, like, signs of a struggle or something like
no one seems like panicked or anything like that.
Wrong. Okay.
I mean, I'm for heading on up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do so, but somewhat cautiously.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. As y'all ascend the stairs, you see Rio coming down. She's holding a platter with, like, what looks like slices of raw fish, and she's just, like, picking it up and. So, sorry, I wasn't. I was just grabbing a quick snack. Are you all okay? Do you need to use the baths?
I think we're just going up for a little rest before we finish our business.
Okay. You notice that she's not chewing. She's just putting it in her mouth and swallowing. It's okay. If you need anything, please let one of the attendants know. And she, like, kind of scoots around y'all and y'all see her go back to her little desk and making a quick couple checks on the ledger. Y'all came back at lunchtime.
I gotta go up and prestidigitate all my clothes.
Okay, so y'all go up into the little ensuite that y'all have been using. Cathal is at the table working on the blueprint. You do not see Pan or Daldra, and you do not see Tibbletop.
Oh, hey, Cathal, did you see where Tibbletop went?
What's a Tibbletop? Wait, whose voice was that? What's Tibbletop?
I go checked my room where he was last.
Like, half of your clothes are missing, the window is open.
Well, hey, Rail, you want to go shopping later? I still have my dress, right? The mushroom one.
Should have made him sign that NDA contract.
Do I still have my riding outfit?
You have your riding outfit, yes.
Rail, you want to go shopping later after this? May need to replace some clothes.
Meryl, are you hearing us?
Shopping always sounds like a... yeah, I was just trying to think what to...
Okay. No worries. Okay. Opal?
I mean, it's not like she would ask Fairdeer about shopping.
That is also true.
Opal, have you
On
set
the
up
other
a
hand,
room
we
here
could
yet?
take Fairdeer. Okay. Need
don't
to
know.
give Fairdeer a make.
Okay. So,
We are going...
I have two
We're going to have to take like a weekend. And it's like, okay, we're getting everybody's hair done. Getting everybody spa treatments here.
Get the
We're
nails
getting
painted.
everybody a new...
I mean, you're in the right place for it. So here's my important question. Y'all had a long rest here. Where did Opal sleep?
I mean...
Grigum's room?
That's... Can she fit in a goblin size?
Where did you sleep, Opal?
Honestly, probably we're at
Okay, so my following question is, if y'all are taking a short rest, what are y'all doing?
I'm attuning and I'm getting a 400 gold payout set aside for everyone and seeing if Cathal will hold Grigum's.
Okay. I need everyone to make a constitution check for me, please.
That's a 21
Check
for
or
me.
save?
Short
nat
rest.
20.
Save, sorry. Yeah, not to check. My bad.
Ooh. Was a
Um,
constitution.
Yeah, constitution saving throw.
K
17.
included.
Yeah. No, carried
That's
it is. That's a what?
17.
17?
Oh god.
Like, that was really greasy food. Stomachs are a little upset, but
Those
you're
go.
okay.
Laying down.
You just kind of get
Everyone
that...
good with the...
Go ahead.
Is everyone good with the 400 gold payout and we'll hand Grigum his when he gets back?
Okay.
Ingrid doesn't like holding all that much money without dividing some of it out.
Cathal walks by, goes, I will take that, and picks up Grigum's share. Alright, so y'all spend about an hour feeling incredibly bloated and greasy after that meal.
Whoa.
But it was tasty as hell.
Could be worse, I suppose. Just can't think of how right now.
So, Opal, I don't think we can put this off any longer. I think it's time for you to go check in with your boss in your guild, and we'll go with you and we'll check in. That sounds like our next part.
Really, going for the vegan option next time.
Oh, right.
So, Opal, if you'll lead the way to let Devotion know we got that done.
Alright. Mavana is fine. I forgot to check hers, but she is fine.
Mavana, you really don't have to go on this next stop if you don't want to. Just saying. You can wait outside the door.
If Priest Corvino is going there, I need to go.
Of course.
So, where are y'all heading?
Probably to the nightclub. Yes?
The one that y'all burned down?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
The one we didn't.
Okay, so, Opal, time to get off mute and run this. You're up. This is your show.
No pressure.
So.
Thanks for coming to the show.
The street that leads to the Murder Coliseum is not noticeably deserted, though the massive destruction of the Gruul incursion has left much of the area depopulated, as refugees are choosing to remain with the places that they were sheltered in or in other precincts while their houses and buildings are being reconstructed. There is some level of populace that is still remaining here. Y'all even see a few Gruul squatters in the area who have decided to not leave. As you approach what used to be a Is It Subtram, the sign completely removed that normally showed to go underground to ride on the subtram with the Rakdos logo replacing that. The barbed wire maze that had been stretched across the entrance of the stairs has not been removed.
And the ticket, are there ticket people at the top, or is it just the barbed wire?
There is 4 steps down and a tunnel of barbed wire maze. Maybe 5 feet wide.
So, are y'all guys in the mood for walking through this today, or should we cause... Well, I don't know. How do y'all feel about this?
Oh, is this a con?
I mean, obviously, we're supposed to go down it. It'd be a little maybe rude to disassemble it, but I don't know. Opal?
Is this a normal thing?
It was there when you arrived, and it was there when you and Devotion left to go to the Creatures of Comfort Spa.
Okay.
We could pass through slow and use Mage Hand to hold it up and go section by section. Or we can do something that would require them to have to restring it. Or we can just go through normal. I'll default to you on this one, Opal.
Since fire... Normal...
You cut out a little bit.
Since fire... I guess going in normal...
Yeah. Fire won't solve this problem. Alright, everyone who's trying...
I had a way to make an entrance, but I think we should probably save it if, we weren't sure we really wanted to make an entrance.
Okay.
So we'll go in normal, and I'll use
For
Mage
ourselves.
Hand to take us a little slower and assist on some of the barbed wire.
Okay, so anyone going through the barbed wire maze, make a dexterity saving throw with advantage as Ingrid's spectral hand helps you.
25 with a natural 20.
Okay.
I mean, mine's only 11.
21.
Rail?
Rail get.
Okay. So, anyone who rolled less than 15 takes 5 damage. Anyone who rolled more than 15 takes 3 damage. As you still...
Ow, ow.
Like, this thing is designed to, like, even if you get through the thing unscathed, there's, like, a series of barbed wires at the very bottom that are just barely above ankle height. This is very much designed to, even if you know what you're doing, you're probably going to bleed a little to get in. Y'all emerge into...
Rectos.
Yeah. Y'all
It's
emerge...
practically the doorbell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't worry, this is totally normal.
Y'all emerge into...
Checks.
Please, continue.
We'll emerge into
You emerge into the large underground chamber that usually hosts a book goblin, a food vendor, and an is-it ticket taker. Instead, those are all gone. A barker's stand with a kind of a carnival fronting has been erected in front of the passageways that the trains come in and out of. You don't see anyone immediately visible, though as you approach the ticket stand, a pink-scaled Vishino, pokes a nose out of one of the shadows. Opal, you would recognize this as Imalatosh, or Emmy, as they are more readily called by the Rakdos. What they do is a little hard to pin down. You've seen them helping with construction, you've seen them performing, you've seen them throwing people off of a roof.
I'm going to reload real quick because I accidentally lost Verdir.
Okay. I think Ferdier may have... I was about to say... Yeah, I was about to say, I think Ferdier froze, not that you lost him, but... Anywho, hi! Hi. 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 Are we waiting for Ferdier, or are we doing this?
Yeah.
I mean, Opal's running this one, so I'll just nudge her.
Hold on. There we go. 4 people.
keep moving forward. So they'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
If this turns into a combat situation, somebody can pop. Hopefully, it won't turn into a combat.
Lovely day today, isn't it? As we have cats fighting. My apologies, I got distracted.
It's okay, they're adorable. Amy kind of like
They're
creeps a
adorable.
little closer.
Are you muted, Jonas?
No, I shouldn't be.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Now I can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Amy kind of creeps a little bit closer.
Indeed.
Friend. Is this a friend?
I wouldn't say friend, but sure.
I think you've encountered Emmy at least once in the past, right? The previous time y'all arrived here?
Oh.
That was the one asking for jokes, right?
No, that was the
Or the one
barker.
that showed us the back. Okay.
But they were there, like, doing
the
setup
barker.
and stuff. Oh, apparently Tux lost power, people. Quickly, pray for Tux to regain power.
What?
Send Tux your power.
That I can do.
Send
Sorry, Tux.
batteries to Tux.
Open up.
I will post his address at the end of this.
Here's hoping for Tux's power grid. How about that? Pray for the power grid.
And he kind of just, like, stays half in the shadows, watching y'all, like, nose poking out through the tent flap.
You gonna lead us in, or is he charging us jokes again?
Following your lead.
I don't know how to English right now, apparently.
Well, what you doing, Opal?
I guess just trying to find a way in without, like, drawing attention, I guess.
Alright, so...
But I'm not proud of English.
No worries. So, pretty much the only way in that you see is through the tent flap, so you kind of go in there, open it up, and Emmy kind of, like, backs up a little bit, and as you open the tent flap, you see they have, like, a little stand set up next to it with, like, a spear, and they scuttle up on top of their little chair, hold the spear, and watch you.
Okay.
Friendly sword.
I will just walk in.
Okay. Rill, you're the last one in the group, right?
Yes.
What's your AC?
My AC. Assuming I have my.
Yeah.
Oh, 17.
Okay. Like, you feel like a playful tapping on the back of your armor as you, like, get past Emmy's little range. Mavana kind of, like, looks back just to make sure it's not being anything serious attacking, but continues walking next to you.
I mean, I'm assuming Ingrid just, like, followed Opal right off. Because she knows Opal's the one that's supposed to be there, and if Opal's going forward, she's like, well, that means we're going forward.
Yeah. So this was Emmy.
Yeah, that was Emmy the Pink Fishino. They just went,
I'm
like,
going
tap,
to
tap, tap.
cast Thaumat. Yeah, I'm going to cast Thaumat. Make my eye. I remember that Devotion's eyes looked a little. So I'm going to make my eyes look like Devotion's.
Okay.
And kind of turn and give Emmy a grip.
Devotion's eyes are, their pupils are, like, brick scarlet red, and the iris and the pupil are both red, so it's a solid red. But the scalia, the white part, is normal. Alright, good news. Your clapping hand sent pixies to turn Tux's power back on. Good job, everyone.
Good.
Oh no, we overdid the power!
Oh no, what have we?
Have the power go even further beyond.
Got unlimited power.
So, As you walk down the aisleway, it's pitch black. Even with the dark vision, like you would think you would be able to see like your normal range, but it's halved, and you hear rustling sounds behind you and in front of you and to your sides as y'all proceed along this corridor. Make a perception roll for me, everyone, please.
Perception, you say?
Oof.
That is 25.
25?
Well, mine's like 12, and Watcher's is like 7.
I got 10.
10? Alright. So there's rustling all around you as y'all walk through this like maybe 30-foot long corridor. Rail, you see movement just up ahead of you before two figures drop down from above, landing on Ingrid's and Opal's shoulders. They give them like a quick hug, go and then whoosh, back up towards the ceiling.
I mean, I think Ingrid's just like, I got a hug.
Yes, you did.
I didn't really consent to that. Thanks, I think.
Watcher got hugged too.
Okay. So, eventually the corridor leads you down into a spiral downwards. This is where y'all previously had entered, and there was the trench that y'all had to entertain devotion in. This time as you enter the room has been, you think... Okay, as you enter the room, you think it's been expanded. You're not 100% sure, because in place of the room where you had, like, the tables and the trench is just a spiraling maze of highly reflective mirrors.
Well, that's true. That is very...
So, how often does he usually redecorate, Opal?
Let's just say he gets a little restless.
Oh, great. We're catching him on a restless day. Okay.
Sure.
Well, onward and upward, I guess.
I need everyone to make a perception check for me.
Oh, boy. Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20?
Okay, that is...
What number?
That is 10.
You're still rolling nat 20s?
Yeah.
Rail got a 10, but his passive is 20.
I mean, to be fair, my power just went out, so...
That explains the flashlight.
I think the luck kind of balances.
Okay, so you all notice as you walk, kind of start trying to meander your way through the mirrors, that there is these tall, elongated, gray-skinned humanoids with like extra long fingers and no facial features following behind y'all. You see them reflected in the mirror.
Are they grays?
They do have large eyes.
Okay. And nobody touch any of these mirrors, like with your hand or anything. And Ingrid's going to try to get out something to like just double check and poke in front of her, so she's not like running into one.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Okay. To do what?
Can I? I'd like to be able to tell
basically
if we can
get
figure out if they're hostile.
More
They don't seem
information
hostile.
on them.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make a nature check, actually.
Okay. That will be a 14.
14. You got no fucking clue. Who is in the back of the group at this point?
I'm second.
Rail was in the back. He can still be if you would
Okay.
like.
one of the gray figures kind of leans over Rail's shoulder, puts an arm around, like, his chest, like in a half hug, and kind of rests chin on his shoulder and stuff. And you hear a mental voice in his head going, "So, what are you up to?"
Just looking for devotion, right?
Oh, straight on through the maze. Straight on through the maze. And it has no like face, like there's no lips or anything like that, but it just kind of gives you almost like a peck on the cheek before it stands up. They were literally behind you. Y'all saw the reflections in the mirror.
Oh.
That is weird sweet.
Nat 20 perception. It must be a mirror thing. Oh.
Sometimes characters have their
I like to make a
perception.
check to see how magnets work.
Mavana just kind of like edges a little closer to Rail after it like gets off of him. It's like her eyes are darting around a bit. I need everyone to make survival checks at disadvantage, and I need you to roll a...
Oh my.
Tux, there was more instructions. I need you to make survival checks at disadvantage, and then roll and subtract a d4 from the lowest roll.
Can I make mine straight since Watcher's helping me navigate?
Yes, but Watcher will have to make his straight.
So we're subtracting a d4?
Yes. This is
The one time I rolled that 20.
This is a very confounding maze.
15.
14 for me.
Okay, Fairdeer, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you walk into a mirror.
Oh wait, I have survival. 19 for me.
Okay.
10.
Okay. Rail, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you walk into a mirror.
14 for Watcher, who's on my shoulder.
Watcher kind of like squawks and like blinks, like birds into a window, basically.
Stay on my shoulder, Watcher.
Opal? I think you muted it while you were answering and then unmuted it immediately after. Huh?
I fat fingered it, sorry. I got a 7.
7? You face first into another mirror. Alright. On the bright side, at least one of y'all made the check, so y'all are not completely separated. Go ahead and make another one. Same roll style.
I was just too distracted by my own beauty, you know?
14 for me.
8.
Of course, we've all been there.
Okay. So, Ingrid and Watcher faceplant into a mirror. Fairdeer faceplants into a mirror. Rail?
Rolling. Oh, hang on. I have lost.
I swear I know what I'm doing.
What'd you get?
Survival disadvantage, subtract.
I got a 2.
2. Opal smacks into another mirror.
Same mirror.
I got
I promise I know where I'm going. Okay.
Rail smacks
I've
into
never
a mirror.
rolled below 1 before.
On the bright
Rail
side,
just smacked into his hand.
yeah. On the bright side, Mavana rolled a 1, so she smacks into something too. On the downside, you all realize that the only reflection around you is your own.
Oh dear.
This is almost so confusing.
Make a survival check to try to locate the others.
Make a survival check just in general. Same roll conditions. Can you imagine doing this
What
with
happens
things
if I
jumping
produce
out at you?
flame?
Huh?
Here we
What'd
go.
you say?
What happens if I produce flame?
Produce flame and find out.
That is a 20.
Fire.
20? Like,
I got a 9 and Watcher got a 4.
Yeah, total.
So we didn't do good.
that's impressive.
No, I did not get 2 crit 20s.
Okay. Ingrid and Watcher faceplant into another mirror.
Well, it's my first faceplant, at least.
Yeah. Rail face.
Yep. Mavana faceplants as well.
I stop and give myself guidance for the next one.
Okay. Opal, what were you doing?
Produce flaming.
Okay. I need everyone.
They already set one nightclub on fire.
Okay. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. With the exception of Opal.
17.
Okay. 19.
16.
Okay. Most of you see, like, the little light and shield your eyes in time. Mavana does not and is blinded as a flame just lights up and is reflected and
My bad.
rebounded around the entire maze of glass.
Oops.
Whoever did that, please don't do it again.
On the bright side,
Sorry.
on the bright side, having made 2 of the 3 survival checks, Faradir finds his way through the maze, as well as collecting the rest of you, Mavana rubbing her eyes the whole way.
Oh dear.
How's Mavana looking?
She's not happy, but she's dedicated.
Okay.
At the other side of the mirror maze, which is fun to say, go ahead, say mirror maze.
Mirror maze.
Mirror man.
There,
But yeah, Rail is going to check her.
Hmm?
Does Mivana need any healing at this point? Like how much damage?
2 damage. The mirror maze is only dangerous if you're fighting the doppelgangers in it. And y'all have a Rakdos person with you, and y'all are expected. Emerging past the mirror maze.
Don't try invading them.
Emerging past the mirror maze, there is a 5-foot walkway on either side of a 20-foot deep, 60-foot by 60-foot square fighting pit. At the other end, there is rows of bleachers for people to sit and spectate from, and at the very top, a kind of semi-throne made out of like some white polished material with Devotion just lounging on top of it, like his legs hanging off the edge all the way reaching to the floor while reading a paper.
Please tell me there's the people that are doing the fan thing too, and like feeding them grapes.
There are a number of little cackler demons that are scurrying around the area, but no one is attending to them immediately.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, hey, it's Tim.
I guess we can't go full Caligula.
Not without some animal skins.
So,
Well, I guess you can't do full Caligula.
It's more of a
on Twitch.
Dionysus thing.
Or at least you can once.
so walkways, Opal?
Mhm.
There is no railing. There is just a 5-foot walkway on either side.
You just gotta be a little careful.
How am I not so...
So as y'all walk around, y'all hear like the shuffling of paper, and you got about halfway across before it starts getting difficult, as your attention is drawn from the path in front of you up to watching devotion.
Do I still have my guidance? If not, I want to recast it.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Rail was already distracted by...
Okay, what's up,
Does my spider climb, would you consider that to be the same if I crawled?
Yes.
Okay, I crawl.
So, you guys like keep on having to pull your attention away from devotion to watch your next step. Faradir just gets down on hands and knees and crawls.
Much safer.
Okay.
As you reach the other side of the pit, devotion like mysterious assault on Rakdos historic Rakdos nightclub. Oh my, well done! He kind of flips himself over so he's laying across it looking at y'all.
Please tell me he's voiced by Mark Hamill.
I'm doing my
the
best.
Second Sight Agency.
I would have him voiced by Mark Hamill.
The Second Sight Agency specializes in customer satisfaction.
Well, y'all did excellent. I haven't seen or heard from most of the staff there. I mean, the fat ass is still around, but what a surprise there. The fat ass is always still around. So, Opal, my dear, did you do it?
Aye, aye.
Excellent, excellent. Come on up here.
I walk up, go to him.
He pulls out a round iron object from his pockets. He's like, hold out your hand, dear.
Okay.
And drops it in your hand. And as it touches your palm, a trill of like electricity runs through your body. And you have the option to attune to this item immediately if you wish.
Ooh. Sure.
Okay, you lose 1 hit dice. You will not regain that hit dice when you take long rests. Now, my dear, hold on very tight to this.
You don't know that happened, fair dear.
My perception says...
Your perception is a... What is your total passive again?
19.
Okay, you saw him drop a round metal object into his hand, into Opal's hand, and you saw Opal's body convulse for a quarter of a second.
Can I determine what material it is, or at least
you
if it
are
was
about 15 feet below, looking up, unless you approached without being told to or given permission.
Okay, but it's not like obvious, like that's not gold or silver.
It's gold is a very distinctive color. Silver less of a distinctive color. You know it's not gold. You know it's not copper.
So we've found the... Sort of.
Well,
you have no idea.
We're no longer under hire.
You have no idea.
Angels.
Well, hey, look at it this way. You could give it to the Bright Soul.
Yeah, I'll have
and
no
she'll
idea.
probably forgive everything.
Devotionally sort.
Ingrid's just standing there having no idea.
That was out of character, by the way.
Yeah. What?
Now, my sweet little
One
fire
not
opal.
minding.
My sweet little fire opal. You see these 4? 3? Wait, 4? Y'all are missing one. Where's the green
depends
one?
on if.
Personal holiday.
I like that. Stick with them.
And yeah, he's drinking motion.
Stick with them. Don't let them do too many stupid things, and if they do something stupid, make sure it's fun.
Aye aye.
Okay, now, I have a show to get ready for. You go and do some wonderful things. He kind of like leans back and like you notice that the paper is gone. Like you don't see it laying around or anywhere, anything like that.
Do we see Reeve around?
You do not. There is no one that y'all see in the area. The only place y'all haven't looked is in the pit.
Probably gonna just stand there a little tense, and then when she comes down, assuming she comes down, definitely just like, oh, bye, and leave.
Okay. So
Rayla's gonna kind of sidle.
I mean, Ingrid just like hasn't moved. She's waiting to see which way the whole party's going.
Rayla's gonna just kind of saunter on up towards where Devotion is.
Devotion's like,
So,
hmm?
what are you doing after this show, if you don't mind me asking?
Many things.
Alright. You know where to find me.
Oh, yes, I do, Rail. Say hello to your mother for me.
Ugh. Okay, he's gonna head back to
And then he just cuts off the laughter.
And Ingrid's really chipper. She's just like, the paper probably didn't say there was an isn't weapon involved. Bye.
Alright, so y'all gonna make your ways out?
Yes, I think we're probably gonna be like holding hands.
Alright, back through the mirror maze. Having gone through
Aren't you crawling? Well, for the mirror maze, yeah, I guess so.
having
So that
gone
we
through
don't lose track of each other, at least.
Having gone through it once, you have a general idea of how to get through it. One of y'all smacks into a mirror one time, and after that, like one of the gray-skinned people comes out and is like, this way, this way.
Thank you.
We'll get it.
Alright, so then y'all are back up to the Everdark hallway. You hear the rustlings through it.
I really feel like the books from White Wolf of You are underrated. Uranus is just staring at me.
Oh, White Wolf, what happened to you? So y'all make your way through the Everdark Everdark hallway. You hear like a and a smack sound behind you, like something fell from above and hit the floor. When you turn back to look, there's nothing there though. Did
you catch that, Watcher?
Watcher gives you a mental image of something falling from above, hitting the floor, and then being pulled back up.
Would I have recognized the sound?
What?
Just like the noise.
Yeah, you recognize the sound of someone falling and hitting the ground. That is a very common sound you have heard before. You approach the inside of the tent again.
I can't tell by their specific timbre who it is.
No, the sound of a person hitting the floor is pretty generic.
This generic Wilhelm scream.
You approach the inside of the tent. Emmy is still there with like the little spear holding it at attention. Waiting just to give people a jab just to surprise them.
Can I attempt to give Emmy a high five?
Emmy, like... You get a high five from Emmy.
I'm going to wait until...
Cute.
Wait, this is Emmy again.
Yes, this is the pink-scaled Vishino. Their job is basically, when people come through, to jab at them with a spear. At least that is the impression that you get.
Gonna wait until he's not looking, or actively sneak up behind him, and just kind of poke him in the back with him.
Okay, make a stealth roll.
Roll high. You know what? I'm going to spend that inspiration point that I've been hanging on to. This
Anyway,
is
I'd
very
like to
important.
distract him so that the stealth is better, if possible.
And I want no part of this.
Because she knows Rail's up to hijinks when he is, I think. But I'll let you judge if that's okay.
Right, so am I rolling with advantage or?
Yeah, if you're being helped, you're rolling with advantage.
Okay, so I will hang on to the inspiration. Gotta find something to spend.
I'm sure you'll get a good chance. We have lots of failed wisdom saves and things.
Okay, dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Like, Emmy rolled a 3.
Oh, my first roll was a 1.
Like, you go up behind Emmy
the advantage.
and give him a poke. There's like
Poke.
cute little squeak.
Turnabout's fair play, they say.
Ingrid's just chuckling and waving.
All right.
Back to the barbed
Where
wire.
to next?
Okay. Let's see here now. The barbed wire, the weird thing about it is it's a lot easier to get out through it than it is to get in through it because you're going at an upward angle as opposed to a downward angle. So, with the exception of the ankle cutter at the very, for the very end or the beginning in this case, where like, yup, ow, damn it, ow, doing, let's say 1 point of slashing damage to half of y'all. You make your way up to the surface level. The weird thing is y'all went down around 1-ish. And it's now pushing 5 o'clock.
What?
We burned most of the day here.
What happened, Opal?
Did someone say burn?
Not quite what I was thinking.
No.
Did we
Yeah.
just stare at him for 4 hours?
For all you know,
What
you
happened,
may
Opal?
have.
We've just used the.
I mean, he is pretty compelling.
Or y'all could have spent a lot longer in the maze than it seemed like it, or the Everdark Tunnel could have been way longer than you thought.
Is there a check I could do on that? Like,
Make
I don't
a
know, like
Arcana
a
check.
wisdom history. Okay.
I'd like to go ahead and make one too.
Nope.
Go ahead.
That would be a 5.
I keep having to bat mine when it rolls off the table since I don't have the roller. I got a 9.
9. Y'all got
So-
no clue.
Yeah.
It's like, that's weird.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, really weird.
I need to probably get bandaged because,
A lot of
avoid
razor wire
infections.
and smacking into mirrors.
I can
Yeah.
clean the wound for you. Prestidigitation.
It's really disturbing because when she uses prestidigitation to clean your wound, like little slugs of dirt bleed out of the wound.
Oh, you know about leeches? Cool.
And I clean off any of the wounds that we need.
Okay.
They're not
It's just
healed,
a-
they're just closed, right?
Oh, when do we get
They're
to go see
sterilized.
your lab,
Right.
dear?
Does anybody need a cure wounds at this point?
I don't think anyone
No,
is
just
badly jacked up.
no. It's just the idea of having like open cuts and stuff.
You are experienced enough in it. Everyone is experienced enough in basic medical stuff to like, oh, that's an open wound. Rub dirt into it.
No.
I'm kidding. But y'all have enough like
Please.
experience and knowledge to treat basic, I have been hurt. I need to make sure this doesn't get infected.
Hey, when do you think you'll
Yes.
get a new director, Fair Dear, and we can go tour your lab and I can get a visitor pass? We should do that before they don't allow Rail in anymore because he's not Simic.
I am still sick.
Well, yeah, that's why we should do it now.
Mavana clears her throat. If you insist so, Priest Corvina.
I have not changed guild. I told you that. I told my mother that. So I really needed
That's
some.
not going to come back to
Unfortunately,
bite us.
lukewarm at this point.
That actually sounds nice.
Well, I mean, I need some more
It was
clothes
supposed
shopping.
to be hot.
I wouldn't
And-
recommend clothes shopping at the Simic.
And
lab.
and if we can't go to the Simic lab today, I think Rail and I had some notes to compare.
We could.
Oh,
it
I
just
do need to
would
check
feel
back
at the post
messy.
We
I
could go to
think.
the lab today.
I mean, we could go to it. I don't know if we could go in it or what state it's in.
Be a lab at the lab right now.
Wait, which lab are you talking about? The Apple Oak, the Pearl Plaza one, or your new one?
The Pearl Plaza one.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I
do
didn't
I
think
know
either
the
one was
new
ready
one?
yet.
Yes.
Yeah, we probably need to actually check in there at some point. It's probably a thing people with normal jobs do, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I check in with my guild like minimum once a week.
Hey, Rail.
It's been busy.
And I
Yep.
think Oba was living with her guild.
I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just saying maybe we should,
Grigum goes back to train almost every day.
Well, I'm
Again,
not saying
we've
that's
been
accurate. I'm not saying that's inaccurate
bit
either.
I don't dispute that, but I think that answers our question of what we need to do. Because,
Yep.
yeah.
And let's get going.
So just to confirm, no
I
one's going
also
to
need to
look
stop
out.
at the post office at some point. I
Okay.
need to check for any.
No one's gonna what?
Okay, so y'all are going to go to the new lab. Y'all are going to go to the post office. My question is this: did anyone inspect the object that Opal was given?
Not unless she shows it to us.
I think I'm the only one with any question about if it was a normal coin or not. And
I mean, we were all at the same distance. We saw her get dropped. Something,
Y'all saw her
Yeah.
get given
none
something.
of us. Yeah, but none of us really could tell what it was.
I mean,
seems
would
like
think-
the sort of thing that I wouldn't just be like, so what did he give you?
Yeah.
So
let's get Faraday. Did you roll perception, or was that your passive perception
That was
his
let
passive.
you realize something about it? Yeah, my passive is 20.
Oh yeah, you have noticed dropping a coin into her hand as well, and that it wasn't gold
Right.
or copper.
And I just know
Right.
it was a round object because I didn't do
Yeah.
a specific check.
But prying about will be ungentlemanly.
exactly.
So yeah, if he wants to open up about it,
Are y'all talking this on the?
No,
I
this
was
is
just
out of
out of
let's say on the
character.
spies mirror.
So y'all two are.
Okay.
Character, not out loud.
So where to first?
But
if Rail's going to the post office, I'll probably stick with him because I think we're kind of.
I think y'all are mostly sticking together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So
unless Rail has an objection to that.
I mean, I'd probably go check on the pump house and then meet him back.
Okay.
You want to go with me and meet people, Opal?
Sure. Is there fire involved?
I mean, the building's pretty damaged anyway with the hole around it, so if there was some fire involved, it probably wouldn't be a big deal. Just, be careful
Opal
not to
is
hit
a person.
anybody.
Oh.
Opal is a person who knows what they like, and what they like is fire.
Okay, let's see here now. Don't need that, that, or that. Sorry, getting stuff open. The Demir Postal Hub is much the same as it normally is. Very unassuming. A few scattered people here and there, tending to business. There's a short line at the doorway. Each person, as y'all stand there watch, talks to the attendant and then directed through the left door. Every now and then, one of them will come out the right door and exit behind y'all, or exit past y'all outside. After about 10 minutes, pushing close to 7 o'clock with travel time and wait time now, you approach the kind of dusky-skinned, red-haired woman sitting behind the counter. Hello?
Yes. Oh man, my audio. Hello? Can you get...
Hello. This is the third time today that you've come to see us. Is everything alright? Should I send you to see one of the supervisors?
Wait, we haven't been...
You, like,
wait.
It's still the 20... Oh, wait, no, wait. It's the next day. Yeah, it's the 26th.
Yeah, we took a long rest.
Yeah. I'm not used to y'all taking long rests. I'm used to y'all passing out.
No, we did sleep. There was a night...
You are back again already.
It's been a day.
If this is such a serious issue, I can have you speak to a supervisor.
I was just curious as to whether I had any message.
She's like, a message came in for you from a Cleafra. It says,
yes.
Do what your mother says, you idiot. She seems very respectful. She kind of pushes the little... It's not so much a letter as it is a telegram.
Oh dear. Okay. Alright.
Would you
in
like
that case,
to...
I'm going to have to speak to somebody.
I can get you to see Mr. Bokum, or if you want, I can get you to one of our higher-ups, since this has been a persistent issue. I didn't catch that, sorry.
Shoot, I'm hoping my computer doesn't really suck if it did. But yeah, let's just see how the dice.
Okay.
I mean, Rail isn't going to speak about anything in explicit because, Faradir is on there.
Yeah.
So
You wait outside.
So, I missed what you were saying if you were talking to the supervisor or Asham.
I don't want to be just bugging Asham every...
Literally, it is his job to be bugged by y'all. He is like the Essex of the party.
Okay, let's talk to Asham then.
So, okay, through the left-hand door. Third door on the left.
Is this like a lobby?
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna sit in the lobby. Like, it's pretty clear that this is a personal thing. I respect that. I'm not gonna. I think Faradir kind of reads the mood and is like, okay, this is.
All right. I'll catch up with you by the lab. Okay.
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 I appreciate it.
This is the first time. Okay, yeah. Rail, as you go through the left-hand door, a wave of dizziness washes over you. You feel your eyes droop for a second, and just as they're about to close, the sensation passes, and you open your eyes back up into a long, dimly lit hall. A number of silver tubes line each side of the hallway with a glass shield over each bed. A few people are laying in these apparatus, quietly staring ahead or with their eyes closed, moving rapidly as if they're in a dream. At the far end of the hallway, you hear a slight this way.
I hear a slight what now?
Someone saying this way.
And
as you walk,
has Rail ever been here before?
Not that you are aware of.
Okay.
You
Right, then follow.
Walk down the aisleway. There is maybe 40 of these apparatuses in total, 20 on each length of the wall. At the end of it is...
Must resist the urge to tap on the...
At the end of each line is a single large column of glass filled with some strange liquid, and a brain floating in it with wires and tendrils going from the brain to the base of the columns. And you can see the each of the apparati have a cable running to the base of these two columns at the far end. At the desk, a old, like maybe 120 plus year old, sorry, not 120, a 320 plus year old looking elf with very slicked back, tight hair, a very dark skin but pale, like he is naturally dark skinned but hasn't seen much sunlight. Wears black robes with a silver and blue ring on his right hand with the House Demir logo on it. As he smiles lightly, you see a pair of needle sharp fangs hovering.
I just said that was a player thing, not a character. That was a penny dropping.
Rail, it's nice to finally meet you face to face.
Rail is going to sketch a deep, respectful bow.
That is not necessary, thank you, though. You have a conundrum.
Yes, well, you are aware that cover is with the Simic Combine. I enjoy it, but events brought me into conflict that may force a change.
We are aware of this. We are monitoring the situation, and we will intercede when we feel House Demir needs to intercede. Our works are for the betterment of Ravnica. You know this, and so do what you must and what you feel is right. We must protect and maintain the balance, and that means not always going where we want.
Fair. Alright. I wanted to be certain that preventing this war wouldn't cause any issues with the surveillance of the Simic, but it sounds like that's covered.
You have been integrated with the Combine enough to have retrieved the information we need, and now it is more important to maintain surveillance on additional targets, but you can maintain that surveillance wherever you end up now. And they kind of stop and pick up it looks like a small, like, you know, one of those cups that silver cups that you like put a hard-boiled egg in and like tap 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 to peel it. They pick it up, bite their wrist, and let a few droplets drip into the cup, and then pass a finger over it. A little bubble sort of apparates on top of it, and he passes it forward. On the off chance you need more direct assistance.
I'm on.
Do not mistake tools for gifts.
I'm honored by the trust you place in me to use this tool.
If that is all, Rail.
That is all. Out of character, I'm not sure what the proper address would.
You would recognize
my lord.
You would recognize this person now that you've seen them face to face as Blade of the Fallen. As for any honorifics, that is... Huh?
I wasn't sure if I wasn't hearing.
Oh, now that you have seen this figure face to face, you recognize them as Blade of the Fallen. But as for any honorifics, any that you apply would be accepted.
Alright. So, yeah, really respectful exit. And I suppose he needs to talk.
Alright, so you return to the doorway. As you approach the door, you start to feel like sleepy, tired. Your eyes just barely close for a second, and as they open, you're walking out of the hallway where the 3 doors are on the left leads to Asham's office, and the guards are stationed every 3 feet into the waiting room. Faradir is sitting there at one of the tables. I'm assuming reading some of the literature on how House Demir is so helpful about providing information services and their low research assistance costs.
Of course not. I'm reading about the Warlock.
Okay.
In the Book Goblin.
Oh, wait,
the
are you up
Half
to...
Angel?
Okay, I was about to say, wait, did you pick up a new series? I think you're on to book 3, right?
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I had bought book 3. You hadn't bought it yet.
Book 2 then.
I could assume that I bought book 3 at some point.
Okay. Alright.
Anyways, whatever book I'm on.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go.
Anyway. Alright. So, I'm sure that came as a shock to every. But yes, Rail is with it.
All 2 of our viewers.
Well, there was a shock in that conversation that I don't know about, but yes. Maybe not that one.
So, it's about 3 o'clock now. We've been going for about 4 hours. I think we're going to pretty much call it here. We will pick up with Ingrid and Opal going to visit Maine next week. And I am sure I have someone waiting to pepper me with questions. So
I'm doing my research in-game. I've been doing it in-game.
I know. Let me do my normal thing. Rail, say the line.
Do what a polite werewolf would do.
Please, if you're watching this on Twitch, follow, sub, or share this with a friend to help us grow. If you're watching this on YouTube, please sub, like, comment, or share us with a friend to help us grow. If you're watching this on or listening to this on a podcast, guess what? Comment, share this with a friend to help us grow. You can
rate us.
Oh, yes, rate, right? Not raid. Rate us too, if possible.
You can rate it,
but not the bad kind.
Psst. Okay, so where was I? Wait, was that Final Fantasy or Link?
That sounded like Final.
Okay, well then, if you have Twitch. Twitter. If you have Twitter, please follow us at Bonus Roll for updates, announcements, and disappointing moments wherein we send out a message saying I'm not doing a review of the new Unearthed Arcana because I moved a bed and my back hurts. Or glass cases and my back hurts. Or my back hurts and I'm laying down. Also, follow our channel. Keep an eye out. We will be having a crossover, one-shot, experimental collaboration with Blinds.media. Blindscast, YouTube, Out of Service Podcast. I don't know what their official title is anymore. They have more titles than we do. But anyway, keep a lookout for that because it's going to be me running a Shadowrun game. Imagine Dungeons and Dragons, but in a world where corporations are evil and run everything. Well, sorry, that's not much of a stretch of the imagination, is it? Haha! We'll be back next week.
Well, it's more corporations instead of guilds versus this game.
Yeah. I was about to say, wait, no, we're already playing a game where 10 evil corporations control the world.
Basically, this game, but with computers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never did that. Which guild would match up to which Shadowrun that we were thinking of trying to map.
Oh my
that
lord.
Would be fun.
That sounds fun,
I
but
really
it sounds like it would
that.
give me a headache. Okay, so I'm disappointed none of y'all looked in the pit. None of y'all looked in the pit.
Oh, we didn't.
Nope.
I know, and Equilibrium even told us to.
Oops.
As a note, Opal.
Sorry, I don't have that.
The coin you were given is made out of tin. On one side there is a stylized book, and on the other side a stylized torch. I will add it to your inventory later.
It may try to possess you. You may start thinking about things other than fire. Sad day.
More fire.
What a terrible.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
You resist the coin because it's not speaking of fire.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the show. There will be an ad roll. You don't have to stick around, but if you stick around, it helps us a little bit. We appreciate everything y'all do. Appreciate y'all being here for us. I'm going to go and drink something. It's probably going to be liquid.
Stay hydrated, kids.
Hail Hydra.
Okay.
Too shocking ideas about
I got the
rail.
thing on my